does. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what work is. I've seen a lot of people who don't know what thirst is. I've had a taste of evil and tried to cure the sickness, but I just keep my head down and focus on the facts. I'm setting down gravel while you just follow the path. I'll lead them into battle while you're just too scared to act. I'll leave the knife right in my back. So I'll keep hustling, you keep struggling. Bitch, I'm humbling, keep mumbling. I'll keep doubling, you keep bluffing. You've got nothing, I'll keep hustling.
Yo, what's happening, guys and girls? What's up, sweet tea? Hey, that girl, what's
Nothing. What you
happening?
doing?
Oh, smoking 13 packs of cigarettes, not taking care of my kids. Just being a shitty ass fucking parent and, everything JT and I guess Nicolina says I am.
Oh my God, stop that.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just,
none of
well, I
that shit.
mean, you know.
I actually don't know, but I know that ain't true. Shit.
That's right.
Oh,
Into
well,
that
that's,
girl.
Jim Terry starts his shows out every fucking day talking shit about me. So, it's either I'm a crack dealer or I'm a shit parent. I've smoked 30 packs of cigarettes, you know. But listen to this. So, did
Uh-oh.
y'all watch Mass Troll Mafia? Did you guys get to watch Kate?
I
Ooh.
watched the first hour of the Troll Mafia, maybe a little bit more, and then I went over to Kate does.
She fucking look. She got Jim over on Salty's panel right now talking about I'm not even gonna spy on Queen Bee no more. I ain't even gonna mess with them. It ain't even worth it. Ain't even
She
worth
is
it anymore. Oh,
roasting
bitch, it ain't
his
much fun when
ass.
the rabbit's got the gun, though, eh? Ain't much fun when the rabbit's got the gun. Let me smoke another motherfucking cigarette real quick. Cheers.
Got him over a flame. She's ready to shish kebab his ass. Oh, we lost that girl.
The hell? What the hell? Where'd you go?
Oh, be Tim.
Well, yeah, not only that, though, Salty messaged me this morning talking about, well, first he was pissed the fuck off and tried to say that I was attacking children, which you all know damn well that's a motherfucking lie, first of
That's a
all,
damn
first and
lie.
foremost. And secondly, he's like, oh, you agree with the shit Laura says? Well, I don't know what the fuck Laura's talking about or where she says, I'm not her fucking parent. I'm not her fucking, you know, I'm not her fucking babysitter. I don't care what she says, who she says it to. She's her own fucking person. Take that shit out with her.
Exactly. It's always funny to me that people will say they can handle their own shit, handle your own shit, do your own until it happens to them. Then it's, oh wait, you're not protecting me, you're not standing up for me. Especially when
Look,
we're
I
talking
want
about
to
a
play.
man.
You know what? If you guys will, you guys drop Mass Troll Mafia. So anybody that wants to go watch it can go watch it. I don't know if there's a lot of people who probably don't know who Jimmy Kahn is, but I had a couple parents come to me after Dylan Round's case came to YouTube. So
Right?
I'm gonna go over this real quick for the ones who don't know. I'm gonna go over it real quick. I'm gonna give you a little backstory real quick. So anyhow, Dylan Rounds goes missing, and it comes to Dylan. So Dylan's aunt hired Jim to be a PI for him to help find Dylan and bring Dylan home.
After he hell hacked the parents and they said no.
Mind you, the parents said they did not want to work with him. They didn't want anything to do with him. Okay, so when this happens, Ashley Martin Alex Easterling's mother gets word of this, and she had actually just paid him to help find her son because her son had went missing. And then Candace Howard actually had hired him as well. The girls were on here talking about it last night. And her son was found. There was another lady that Aiden Clune, she had given him money as well. So in a matter of like 6 days, he had gotten like 15 grand from these families. So anyhow, we called him out, and Good Egg was up here. You know what I'm saying? A few times we had called him out, for the bullshit he was doing and all the lies he was telling, all the shit he was doing. Hey, B Tim, what's up?
Nothing much. Just
So I'm kind of giving people a little bit of a rundown real fast on what
And
was
all
going
of it
on.
was the truth, every bit of it.
So yeah, so anyhow, he got pissed, and of course, I've been nothing but a crack dealer with black children. He always says I got black babies. He says, what does he say? I love black men. I got black kids. What the fuck would it matter if I did? So what? A lot of people got black babies. Who gives a fuck? They're beautiful. Why does it fucking matter what color my kids are, bitch? Don't be talking about my kids to begin with.
But
I'm
sure Jim
because
has
my kids ain't over here fighting over motherfucking cosmic brownies.
Yeah, but I'm sure Jim has a black friend, I'll tell you.
Oh, he went to an all-black school. Let Jim tell it. He went to an all-black school. Let him tell it.
In Atlanta.
Yeah, that's always the first line they say. I'm not racist.
No, that bitch is a whole ass liar. A whole ass liar. And then his brother, after shit hit the fan over here yesterday. Oh, by the way, my live is members only. Since we like to hide our lives and put them behind paywalls and shit, my live's on members only. So all my members, y'all can still go watch it. What's up, Tiffany?
Hey man, how's it going?
Good. What's happening, baby?
What's wrong with you, Tiffany? It sounds like the life has been zapped out of you. What
Yeah, I
what
was gonna
happened?
say you sound like you're upset, baby. You all right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling a little bit better after seeing people go after who's bullying me the most, you know?
I was
Oh,
about to.
girl, yeah. I mean, fuck. He talks. You see how he talks about me? He talks about me I mean, he is so fucking obsessed with me. He cannot. I mean, every single time he opens his fucking cocksucker, he has my name in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? If he's fucking with me, he ain't fucking with Ashley, Candace Cooley, and all these moms who need to be looking for their fucking children instead of dealing with this dumb ass.
Yeah.
I'm
I just
so
found
glad that somebody with some sense, that somebody is going after his ass, that's not fucking scared of him. Because I'll tell you right now, every other motherfucker, including Salty, is scared to death because they don't want to end up on a fucking t-shirt.
Oh.
yeah, and
Salty's
apparently
words, not mine.
Salty's a wife beater, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about all that.
No
I
one
don't
said
care about all
that.
that. But what I am
No.
gonna say though is
Okay.
I do want to speak to Ranger because I really liked Ranger and I got along very well with Ranger. And to hear him over on Salty's panel talking shit,
Oh, I didn't hear anything. I didn't watch his. I was too busy
oh,
with
it
my
really
life.
pissed me the fuck
Yeah.
off.
They have been for a
Because
minute
I've done
because
nothing but be nice to them. And when I had people telling me to not trust Salty, to not fuck with Salty, that Salty was a snake, I still stuck up for his funky ass. And I still fucking tried to be fucking cool. Fuck that. I'm so goddamn done. And he told me when we got into it this morning, he said, oh, by the way, Jim will never be on my show. Yeah. Okay. Look who's on his show right fucking now
Damn, that
crying
was
because he's
fast,
so
wasn't it?
scared. He don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. He is so fucking scared. He don't, like Kate has got him shaking in his fucking boots. You hear me?
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know. Salty has like no spine, in my opinion. It's like, bro, if you don't like a person, don't put them on your show. Just have a spine at this point.
Hey, Troll Mafia official. We over here doing a happy dance, girl.
Yeah, right.
We
Thank
Yep.
you.
finally got somebody who ain't scared
Celebrate
to talk
good
shit to
times.
Jim
Come on,
Carrey.
come on.
I feel like we're the only ones that have ever said anything to him because everybody else is fucking scared to death of him.
We're
Yeah.
celebrating.
So
Right.
what?
Hashtag Kate always wins. Kate always wins.
Yeah, I seen that Jim's tune changed. It's like we just want to do our thing. Like before, it's like
I'm not even gonna spy on Queen Bee anymore.
It's
I just
like
noticed that I went to look for some info on a semi-recent video, and they cussed somebody out until they left the panel, and then Cut and Shoot was like, "Now we just need to get Queen Bee over here," and I was like, "What?"
What?
And
you
then,
can
and then
tell.
I was like, Queen Bee
I
ain't coming
clicked
her ass
off. I
over
was like,
there.
"What? What does that mean?"
Well, they are welcome to come here and attempt to
Well,
cuss
No,
you
they
because
out.
she
fuck. They're
just sat
not.
up there. Wait a minute. She just sat up there and said this was nothing but a drama channel. She just sat up there and said not even a few minutes ago that Queen was
Well, that's
nothing but a
because she got
drama
called out
channel.
over here yesterday. That's why it's a drama
Mm-hmm.
channel
Exactly.
today, because she was called out yesterday for lying in her bullshit ass fucking stories.
And plus, Salty made her come over because she's conditioned, and they all throwing up threes, 333. That's Salty's clan.
But guess what? Guess who didn't come on this panel yesterday? But Steady in my fucking email talking about he likes my channel and he watches it and this, that, and the other, which I feel like I'm being snaked straight up.
You
Who?
are. You are.
Yeah, I am, by Ranger and fucking Salty and goddamn Cut and Shoot.
Yeah.
Because why they're steady saying, oh, it's a game, it's not a game, it's not,
Mm-hmm.
this is bullshit, blah, 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 blah. We don't want Jim. We want nothing to do with Jim. We want nothing to fucking do with Jim. Why the fuck is he on your show every goddamn day then? Why
You
is
know
he back
why.
over there today when you just told me this morning he will never, ever be on your panel? But guess what? You have the nerve to speak up to me when this man talked about taking your son and doing nasty ass things to him. Are you kidding me? You got the nerve to speak to me about Laura saying something to something? The fuck out of here. I'm so goddamn done with this stupid ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
I
Because,
can't get down with the wishy-washy. I'm the type. Once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. I just
yeah.
wash my hands and I'm
Right. I've
done.
had it. I'm tired of being nice. I'm the one. You know what though? Listen, when Salty first came here, what did I do?
You helped him.
Pumped his channel out, pumped his link out. I shared his fucking link. I supported him. I tried to fucking help him.
Yeah, you always do that for everybody, Queen.
Yep.
And I always get fucked in the end. No good deed goes
No.
unpunished.
Yeah.
No,
Don't-
not everybody's like that, Queen.
Don't
you know
worry.
that.
I'll be setting up an exposed thing on Queen right now. I got the folder ready. It's all ready.
Tim. Just stop.
All right,
Don't
basement
even-
boy, we fixing to throw you right back in your dungeon. Hush up.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like, I just don't understand the flip floppiness. He's, he comes on, he says, I'm not working with them, and then he lets them on. I mean, like, you just lied to like hundreds of people.
I think
on
he's
live.
being blackmailed, if I had to be
Yeah,
honest with
but
you.
like, what is he being blackmailed? We all know he has a criminal past. No one really cares too much about, to be honest with you.
If he's a wife beater, the fuck they do.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, we
There's
don't know.
something happened to
Yeah.
him. Something happened to him.
Like, first off, it's easy to say, oh, he's a wife beater. First off, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get sued.
No, I'm not either.
So
That's fine because the web people looked it up, so I can say that. He's got a record. It's public. So I don't give a fuck. Sue me. What you gonna sue me for? The super chats you didn't give me, Salty? Go fuck yourself.
sue you for your cat. I'm joking.
Yeah.
When you were talking about you didn't have the money to pay your bill or whatever, and I don't even want to talk about it because I know it's kind of embarrassing anyhow. But
Yeah.
when he said we gave you that money and now you're something about we gave you that money, so now you're supposed to support us or something like that. I don't know.
It was
Or
loyal. I wasn't allowed to be on your show.
yeah, you weren't allowed to be over here, which is fucking bullshit. And when I heard him and Ranger say that.
Yeah, and they steady try to blackmail me. It still goes. That's why.
Fucked
I
up.
like
Sorry
living
about that. Not
here.
gonna happen.
So they helped you with something, and in return, you were to repay them with blind loyalty.
Right.
And I was supposed to lie about the actual money I didn't get.
Well, he said today on his live it was $250. I don't know what he said
No,
before,
but he told
but
Queen
today he
yesterday
said,
400.
Yeah.
"Oh well, he yeah."
Yeah, I tried to
But
fix that real
Ranger
quick.
supposedly, I was over there that day, and supposedly he was mad because you were at Doug's, not Queen's. But it doesn't matter. I don't care whose panel
he
you
was
are on.
mad.
You're
Wait,
not
wait.
loyal to nobody for that.
Wait, what the point is that he was mad. This is what I got. He was mad Doug came on Queen Bee and then Tiffany didn't jump to defend. Meanwhile, he has and he's mad at everyone to have Doug on this channel one time. But suddenly, he can have Jim on his channel every fucking day. I mean, that's such hypocritical bullshit.
And
It's
the next
really.
day when I had come on before that happened, Ranger wasn't there, and Salty was like, he brought up me and Shack Lady because I was trying to be like devoted, and he was like, "Oh, I promised Ranger I'd never bring y'all back on." So how you supposed to feel when you go up there and you already know that you're basically not wanted, you know?
Well, see, they cussed his Shack Lady out 2 days prior for being over there on Doug's. That's what but yet
And
they're
then she
supposed
was
to be
there
where you
afterwards.
go anywhere else. I mean, you're supposed to be able to go to any panel on that show. You're supposed to be able to say anything. That's what I don't get. I don't understand it.
Yeah, unless you're paying me a salary, you can go anywhere I fucking want. You know what I mean? No offense.
I don't watch. Y'all know I don't like y'all do, but I wasn't ever aware that he stopped having JT on his panel.
He stopped.
Supposedly for not less than 24 hours.
No. Wait.
It's done.
Wait. You forgot to mention that he put everything behind members and he did member-only streams to hide from JT because he was so fucking scared to do a live open because he was just frightened of him. And that's the truth of the matter.
Honestly, I
the JT
agree with
content got deleted.
He is terrified that Jim's going to put him on a shirt. I mean, no lie. I honestly think that's what they're all afraid of.
And by the way, he called him a fucking pumpkin head again on his live. So, JT has no fucking respect for Salty.
For nobody.
Salty, grow a fucking spine. Grow a fucking spine.
Yeah,
Cut the
JT
steak.
called him a pussy for not going and fighting Ty that he had set up for them. JT he set that fight up. And because Salty didn't go, he basically sat on his live and just called him a pussy.
Yeah, it's like, bro, have some self-respect. If someone came up to me and started cursing me out and like all that, I would not be working with them. If Queen Bee tomorrow said, fuck you, and all
Hell
that,
no.
yeah, I would be gone. Okay.
Actually, I
would
think
take
that's
me
the
but
day they
one
said
time.
Queen Bee because he finally found JT, and that's when Cut and Shoot. That was the same episode when Cut and Shoot said, "Now we just got to get Queen Bee up here."
Well, okay, they can't handle.
Can I ask a question? Because y'all are clearly like of that clan. Did y'all all come from over on those channels?
Not
I
me.
was here first. Wait a minute. I was over here first. I went over there and
Sweet Tea
it was
said,
me
"Wait a
and Kim
minute,
saying,
bitch."
yeah,
Oh,
hold up, that girl.
I-
Hold up. Stop the train. This is where I started and this is where I'll end. So,
well,
I
that
was
sounds
over there.
final.
Well, no, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What I'm
Yeah,
This-
I
saying
know
is
what
I
you
was
mean.
over there and I am the type that I do. I love it. You know, I like everybody to get along. Queen will tell you. I am a fixer. I try to fix stuff, but I learn. Let me tell you something. Once you fuck me over, I'm done. I'm out. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Gone.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
knew
and I will always be loyal to Queen.
Yeah, I knew of Salty because he basically was doxed all of Sleuth Mom's members and then
Right.
proceeded to bullshit and lie.
Oh,
That's how
okay,
Jim met
yeah,
him. He did that
okay.
for Jim
Yeah, and then
for
he
like
proceeded,
$500.
and then he proceeded to lie and say that Sleuth Mom was playing Farm Simulator with Dylan Rounds in his shitty fucking edited video. And then he came up here, apologized to Sleuth Mom, apologized, with like he just did that. But you know what? It's kind of like a bullshit apology because he still tells that bullshit story to people, making people believe that Dylan Rounds was playing video games with Sleuth Mom because he has no spine.
That's fucking weird. Tiffany, I know you kind of came around during the
Well,
Dylan Brown case.
that's
Yeah, I
what made
came
me.
in to
That's what
YouTube
made
for
me
Dylan
like Salty
Rounds.
because he came in and he apologized. He stood up, said I was
Yep.
wrong. I did this, and this, and I'm sorry. I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. Jim. And so that's the whole reason I even gave Salty the time of day and respect because I'm like, damn, it really takes a man to fucking say, hey, I fucked up. I'm wrong. I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that.
No, I told you from the get I didn't like him and that he was a snake using you.
Well, just because you don't like somebody or you think they're a snake, that's fine. I mean, that doesn't mean I can't like them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody
Yeah,
has
but
their
he was
opinions.
just
Sometimes your
using
judge of
you like
character
the
isn't
other
always the
ones,
best.
though.
Well, baby, sometimes your judge of character isn't always the best.
Oh, and yours is now. Come on, he was a snake.
For the most part, yeah, I can pretty much see who the fuck's a snake and who ain't. But I'm gonna tell you right now, when he came at me fucking this morning, when he pulled the shit he pulled last night on my panel, then he came at me fucking the way he did this morning, and then said Jim will never be on my fucking panel again. Third time's a fucking charm. That's it. I'm done.
Who do you think who gave him the idea to try to put the TV show on his screen? Who do you think gave him that idea?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, I don't know, but he was adamant that he was not trying to take my channel down. He wasn't trying to fuck with my channel. He wasn't doing none of that. He was adamant as fuck to tell me that.
Oh, I'll believe that.
Was.
I'll believe that, and I'll sell you a bridge in New York City as well if I believe that, because he could.
Why does he keep lying about that to you, though, Queen?
But
Like,
he
why
lied
does
about.
he care so much?
Everything that comes out of their fucking mouths, this seems to be a fucking lie.
Mm-hmm.
But what that just doesn't like. I guess I don't understand why he keeps lying. I won't have him on again. I won't have him on again, just to continuously have him on again.
He has no spine. He has no backbone. It's not about the money. He's scared of Jim. People think it's about the money. No, he's scared of Jim. He's absolutely terrible. Yeah, I
well,
think
you know what I think is the funniest part about all this shit is for calling I gotta dox them because they shouldn't have their anonymity. Once they don't have it, they're done. Okay, so the same stands for Mark Terry, Mr. X Mark Terry. Same stands for you, pantyhose. Why you want to wear a fucking pantyhose over your goddamn face? And yeah, I did get the goddamn fucking message where you said, oh, I want to talk to Queen Bee and Laura and let bygones be bygones. No, motherfucker, when you sit here and call me a goddamn crack dealer and you talk about my kids, bitch, there is no motherfucking bygones. Mm-hmm. You fucking hear me?
You know, you remind me of that character in like Pulp Fiction, like the like the boss person.
Fucking pantyhose wearing ass little bitch. You want to fucking talk about? You got the nerve to open your cocksucker about my fucking kids, and you want to say let bygones be, but bitch, fuck you. And that's how the fuck I really goddamn feel.
He's probably gonna separate himself from Jim real fucking quick.
Yeah, you know what? You were
No, I'm
trying
real sick of the shit. They got a fucking nerve to sit here and say we're fucking no, hell no. I'm done with the bullshit. I'm fucking done. I've had it.
Yeah. You know, and it's like you've been trying to be calm, you've been trying to be collective. You were not, you were just ignoring him, and he just kept on every single fucking live. He keeps on coming with your name. This JT guy. People let him on. And then he puts a penis on the screen, screws those people
yeah, he's
over.
porn bombed everybody. Like I said, anybody that lets him on their show, right? Anybody. I'm done. That's it. I'm done. I'm fucking had it.
Yeah. I don't know. The guys.
Yeah, what's the penis count up to like 5 now?
More. I think honestly,
it's not just because he's on the show. It's because he goes on their show and he either doxes me, he doxes Candace, he fucking calls Dylan Rounds gay. He sits and goes on, oh, but Salty wants to find Dylan Rounds. So does Ranger. But it's okay. You think Candace and Justin are okay with you sitting on a panel with somebody who has dogged the fuck out of their missing son?
No, they said they're gonna start pressing charges to see Salty's ass anywhere near that property again. Said it on the news too.
What's up, Kim?
Hey guys,
Hey, Kim.
how you doing?
Who just called me crazy?
What?
All I know is when we're talking about somebody's kids, that shit's off fucking limits. Kids have always been off limits. They always will be off limits. I don't fucking care. Do not talk about anybody's kids in my fucking on my channel. You know what I'm saying? I've always been that way.
Did he start talking about your kids again?
When doesn't he talk about my fucking kids?
You've done such a good job ignoring him and not talking shit about it. I really don't know.
I don't. Yeah, because I ignore him. I don't give him the time of fucking day. I really don't.
You've really done a good job. You really have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think the guy's a scumbag, but you know.
Well, I think
that's
the whole world is about to find out. Yeah.
I mean, like, and honestly, it's like his show sucks. Everyone should. I don't know. Understand anyone that's like membership with the show. The graphics on the show sucks. The intro, the songs suck.
Well,
everything
what pissed me off? What really pissed me off was when they said, "Oh well, Ashley doesn't even want to find her son. If she doesn't, I'm just so sick." Matter of fact, I'm about to play the shit because there's a point where Ranger comes on and says. So he said something, and another person chimed in and said, "Well, it's like she don't even want to find her son." No, she doesn't want to work with fucking Jim, who lied about taping a goddamn camera to a fucking tree, who's lied about everything else and took her fucking money and took off, who's talked shit to her. No, she does not want to work with Jim. That doesn't mean she don't want to find her kid. How the fuck dare you?
But he ain't never found any kids anyways.
Then they had nerve to say, well, she dropped him off at the crack house.
Oh, that's
Are you kidding me?
Unreal. Yeah, I started crying when I heard that. Classic JT, though.
Yeah,
I'm done. I'm done sitting back. I'm done being quiet. I'm fucking at it.
Sleeper Cell just said Dylan Rounds aunt stopped Jim's Venmo. Jim's Venmo account by contesting $3,400 paid in. His account is locked up now.
Good. And the more he feels, I hope he get. You know what? I hope them charges come. He thinks it's a fucking joke. He thinks the shit's a fucking joke. It's not. I've gotten calls already too.
And he's fascinated by. Jim is very fascinated by your and Cut and Shoot's little $100 arrangement.
Yeah, Cut and Shoot just called me crazy. Bitch, you fixing to see crazy. I'm fixing to drop something on you.
That you were crazy.
You kept on. You've kept on until I'm fixing to fucking fight fire with fire. Bitch, I've kept my mouth shut. Watch what I'm fixing to drop. Boom, yow.
I don't even know who the hell Cut and Shoot is.
It's Kumbaya.
Yeah, I really don't
woman
either.
over there.
I just know she's over there on Salty's thing, and she, you know what I mean. She's
She's just talking to running her
She's
mouth
the
or
last
something.
bitch standing.
With
She's
your fake
not. She's the
motherfucking
devout.
picture
You
of
know, and,
yeah.
and that cut and shoot person literally told me, "Oh, I don't like Jim, and it's a hostile work environment, basically, and I should talk to Salty behind the scenes." So, I mean, like,
yeah. Well,
He apologized to her tonight over there for the.
and then invites Jim on the channel.
Right. For all to be the same shit, he'll come up on panel and cuss her out.
Like,
see,
bro.
you know what's more fucked up is I wasn't gonna say anything. The only thing I was gonna speak on was Jim about the mass hole. You know, like Kate's live tonight. But when I got the screenshot that Jim was back up on Salty's panel after he just got done saying he'll never be back on my panel again. And then you have the nerve to get mad at somebody else after you got a man up on your panel who talked about sexually assaulting your son in his bottom, and you have this man up on your panel playing nicey nice and friendly in his face. Yeah, I can't do that. No,
That's
And
no.
I wonder
really
how
weird.
Queen, I wonder how Cut and Shoot's hairdresser would feel about her in her picture for so long.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, the
Have
pink
that black-
hair.
The
The pink
hair,
hair
yeah.
that she had on there,
I
that
was
wasn't her
gonna say, I
motherfucking
forgot you
hair.
even said something about that. So yeah, I was gonna say shit. Oh wow, Jim had so much to say
But
about
I'm
you not using your
crazy.
picture. He better get on her
Yeah.
about not using her picture. He better
Yeah.
get on her ass.
I'm fixing to drop it. Y'all fixing to see some shit. I'm fixing to drop some shit. It's fixing to be a bomb. Fixing to go
Well,
off. 'Cause
drop
I've
it here.
been
I'll drop
nice.
your channel link. You guys say how they can go over to your channel and stuff. You can
Motherfucker shit. Mm-mm.
I'll drop your link. But yeah, this Jim is fucking sick, and he's been doing this shit for a long time. And this is the thing, he's been talking shit on me for the longest fucking time. The longest time.
Yeah, he is. That's how
But
I knew of you first, was by what he said.
But Kate comes for you. She does one fucking live, and you're over here talking about Mr. X. Oh, you know what? I told Kate to come over here to Shaq's and have a conversation. And we don't even know who she is, but we don't want any troubles with her. We don't want any troubles with her channel either. Yeah, I bet the fuck you don't. I bet you don't now.
Queen, Earth Intro says something to you.
No, I'm fucking sick and tired of the shit.
No, Earth Intro says, Queen, will you say a prayer for my aunt and brother-in-law, please? They're both in the hospital, and I just got the news an hour ago.
Oh.
Yes, I sure will. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Really
sorry to hear about that.
Absolutely.
Me too.
Thoughts and prayers for sure.
Kim, were you watching the live over there?
Yeah, I saw some of it, and
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you've seen the one from yesterday or whatever. The one where he said Rebecca Versati's family came up and was trying to say he was going to murder him and stuff like that. Supposedly that's why Salty took the live down to edit it out, but he never put it back up. Paywall. Yeah, Rebecca Versati case that Jim was working. They fired him. They want nothing to do with him.
Okay.
They want nothing to do with him at all.
Where does the murder come in?
Supposedly, some guy named MJ came up on Salty's panel and was talking about he's sick with cancer, and he's sick with cancer. So when he gets ready to die, he's going to take Jim out with him.
Yep, he threatened to kill him.
Whoa.
Yep.
So they took that whole live down. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, that's fucking crazy. Like, I don't like Jim. I think he's a piece of shit, but like, I'm not condoning that shit. That's fucking nuts.
Well, it's actually the hitman that was hired to take out Rebecca's parents that threatened him. Yeah. Yeah, the hitman that was hired.
Who's the hitman? What the fuck are
I
you
ain't
talking
even never
about?
heard about this.
Okay. So in Rebecca Brasati's case, Rebecca was a missing woman whose husband is the person of interest. Her husband, David, hired this Nathan Jacobson to come up and burn down Rebecca's trailer that her parents were living in and to harm Rebecca's parents, the Mastrovitos. Angela and Jerry Mastrovido, they are Rebecca Brasati's parents. and that person is that the hitman David Jacobson was the one that David hired is now making threats to take Jim out.
Yeah, can I say this, please? No one bother like to go in real life with Jim. Just go to the authorities or civil matters. Do not like go to this man and do that. That's fucked up.
Nathan, that's
Yeah.
what it is. Nathan Jacobson.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like that's just
Thank you,
crazy.
Sleeper Cell.
Yeah, that's just crazy. I don't endorse any death threats or anything like that on Jim. I don't do that shit. That's fucked up. I don't like the man, but let the authorities deal with them. Let civil matters deal with them. Let YouTube deal with them. Don't let like fucking do that. That guy needs help. That man's mentally ill. If he's saying that, that's really fucking weird. I don't condone
And
that.
I'll tell you that Nathan is not exactly the most mentally stable.
Yeah, that guy's mentally ill. He needs
this. Tim's like, hell no, I'm not fucking with any of that.
Yeah, like absolutely not. Like no way.
Now, see, that's part of the plan. You ain't fucking with that, huh?
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean,
I don't blame you, though, man. That's getting deep.
Well,
that's just getting deep when he comes up there and says that. When he turned around and said, I'll fucking take his life out right before mine, I thought, oh, fuck, he means business.
Well, and the scarier part about that, Queen, is that Nathan talked about an address in Vegas. I don't think that JT has been in Vegas for a number of years.
Yeah, I mean, like I think
that. Well, no, but
that needs mental
wait
health.
Wait a minute. He also said another guy's name. It was JT and somebody else, and we'll just start calling him JT from now on. But anyhow, it was him, and it was about him, and there was him and another guy. So there was two men that he was talking about. He was going to take Jim and some other guy out before he died.
Did someone call the police on this man? I mean, this is
it just happened on Salty's panel.
Yeah, someone needs to call the police on this man because he just threatened two people's lives. That's not good.
Here's the thing, B-Tim. Number one, this guy is, I mean,
I'm sure people did call the cops.
I'm
sure it was reported, honestly. I really think so. I really don't know, but I'm sure it probably was.
Yeah, because I don't condone like that's death threats. So you can't do that. That's going over the line, in my opinion. I don't like the guy. I think we can all talk shit about him, but that's like going too far in my book.
Yeah, well, and to come on here and do it. I mean, the internet's forever. That's recorded. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Nathan is like I said, he's not exactly the most mentally stable. I mean, he was going to drive from Arizona to Montana to harm his best friend's missing wife's parents. And then 10 months later, Rebecca's body turns up.
Oh.
So they found her body.
Yeah, and it was almost like she was like preserved.
Yes,
because when they found her, she was found on the bank of the water, like the water. Yes. You know what I mean? Where she had it was almost like she had been in the water, but her body was like in perfect condition. Like
or frozen. Like the only damage.
Yes, it was very odd. I'll tell you, that case is very, 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 very.
That's
odd.
Crazy.
I know a lot about that one because, like I said, that's how I helped Jim with that case.
Okay, and what's this?
I'm very familiar with.
How long did they keep the crazy man on the panel after? Like how long was he on the panel? Once he said that,
I don't know. I didn't. I
don't know. And I told Sleeper Cell he's welcome to come up here and talk to us or whatever, but just don't be making any death threats or anything like that. But if he wanted to come up and talk about Rebecca's case or working with Jim or whatever, he was welcome to come up. I mean, you know how I am. I let everybody come up, but I just didn't want anything like that to be set up here because I just don't want.
Yeah,
Rebecca, Rebekah Barsotti, Barsotti, out of Superior, Montana.
Yes, Google that name and it will all pull up for you right now.
And there is so much that, I mean, the Master Vetoes have been the only ones fighting for Rebecca. Law enforcement, if you guys want to picket a place, go up there to Montana and picket that law enforcement.
Whoa. I'm sorry.
Sorry. But that law enforcement really dropped the ball on Rebecca's case.
Yeah. What's wrong with Salt? Why did Salt? I'm looking at Just C's comment. No, they let him stay on the other day. Why would they allow a man who's threatened people's lives to be on their panel? That's fucking nuts.
That's like people paying Dolly $100 a month for a wrench.
That's worse.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I would say that death threats are worse than the $100 wrench, because this guy is like literally says, I'm going to kill people because, you know, right before I know I'm going to die. That's a bad thing. You can't let a guy like that on your panel. That's crazy. That's absolutely fucking nuts. You can't.
You're just like, what the fuck? This guy is insane.
Like, Salty, no.
I can't even help. I'm not laughing at the fact that it's insane. I'm just laughing at like how you're like, what
Yeah,
the
his
hell?
reaction. His reaction
His
is funny.
reaction is cracking me up.
Pops is always so serious.
I am shocked and appalled that you allow that, sir.
I'm shocked. Like, that's like really bad. Like, to me, like, I would
It
be
is.
like, you can't let people like that up there, because it's like, no one, he could do it, and now you're kind of like, I don't know, maybe you're going to be questioned by the cops.
Well, unless people throw money into into Nathan's Cash App or his GoFundMe, you're probably not going to have to worry about him finding you.
Listen, don't underestimate the internet. The internet will find a way.
Well,
There's,
that's true too.
you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that do not like certain people, and they will do something like that. You know, there's some crazy shit in the internet. I mean, there's people that like Dahmer. Like, there's fans of Dahmer.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, there's crazy people, so don't doubt the internet. So that's why I'm like, that's why you have to be careful who you let up. Like, if a guy's making threats like that against a guy who's hated, you don't think there's like, 50 other people that might say, hey, why don't we just Cash App this guy and help him out? You know, I mean, like, there are people like that, and that's why you can't let people like that up on your panel making threats like that. It's crazy, absolutely nuts. And if Salty Loud.
Well, you got people that'll marry these serial killers. You know that some people just ain't got good sense up there.
Deets, you missed a little bit. Apparently, there's some crazy shit going on, Deets. Like, where I'm putting out the line: do not hire assassins to kill Deets. Like, I never thought I would have to say that on a live. Apparently, but now I am. Do not hire assassins.
No using the platform to reach out to hire your next assassin.
Yeah, apparently there was a person on Salty's panel that said that he's dying of cancer, and that if he knows he's about to die, he's going after JT and other person. So that's kind of fucking nuts. And Salty apparently just let him stay on the panel, like nothing happened. Like, oh, okay, he just made a threat to someone's life. That's no big deal. Am I wrong with that, or did he really? How long did he let this guy stay on his panel after he made this threat? Like, I would think that would be an immediate boot and be like, "Yo, get the fuck off."
No, I think Ranger did take him down. Ranger put him in the back, I think, and
I think they didn't know he was doing that because he was kind of hard to understand. He might have been,
and when they realized
been a little bit inebriated or something, and some people caught on to it, some people didn't. So that was why the delay.
1 hour worth? Someone just wrote 1 hour's worth?
Dang.
Salty.
I will like wrath.
Bro, that's some crazy shit, man. I've heard some crazy shit on the internet. That's pretty up there.
I heard something crazy today.
What'd you hear?
That girl and I are panelists, and we panel together all the time.
Oh, I heard some crazy stuff too about that. I got sent some emails. I thought that was
really
interesting.
Sorry, that girl. I'm really sorry that you got tagged with being my panel friend.
I don't give a fuck, man. I wanted to come up and talk to you, and I'm a grown-ass woman, and I clicked the link and went up there and talked to you. There's nothing more to it. We didn't do anything wrong or say anything vile or vulgar.
I thought that I'd been really working on myself. I really thought I had been working hard.
I thought we had a nice conversation personally, but I think that some people are so thirsty, they'll pick at anything.
True.
So, yeah, Thumb Thug, we just some panel hoes over here, bitch.
You guys have like great crazy. I just talked about that ghost guy, that ghost spirit box guy, and looked at old clips of like the glare on his panel. I didn't know the glare was actually on the panel with that McC guy.
Multiple times. He like used to like totally fiend.
I was like, is this the moral police of like, at least, I mean, like,
yeah, he's a fangirl even.
Yeah. Did you hear about the crazy panel this morning? Like early morning? It was Fueled by Coffee's channel.
Oh, I heard of it. I heard of it.
I heard about it, but
Avery.
I didn't watch
it.
What happened?
I was awake and I was like, what is happening right now?
The only thing I know is I got sent a clip of somebody saying that the gluer paid them for pictures of Dolly's junk, and I was like, what the fuck?
What?
No, Avery sent that unsolicited, and he was like, "Who the fuck said? Why would you send me that shit?"
What is the internet? What's happening? Like, what's going on?
People kept coming in, and they're like, "Why am I here right now?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know why I'm here either." And Morbid was there. It was Morbid, the Glare, Avery, Fueled by Coffee, and somebody else who was like the biggest train wreck about to happen.
Get on that stream. You need to clip. You need to clip now.
I actually recorded a shitload of it, to be honest with you.
It was 10 hours long.
10 hours of content of clips, guys.
10 hours of madness from the coffee lady, dude. I just couldn't even begin. There's no way.
You say 10 hours? That's like a gold mine to a clip miner. There'll probably be enough content to last them 3 months.
At least a few days.
The Glares and the Morbid stopped being respectful, so they started saying horrible things, and then somebody else came up and attacked them, used the R word many times, and then somebody else said some word you're not allowed to say. Because they thought that the Rodney family would call him. He has no affiliation with the case or nothing like that, but if he was doing something wrong and he's like from Puerto Rico, that they would call him. And dude, I'm telling you, it was just nuts. I can't even fathom all of what I witnessed.
That still doesn't top the assassin death threat cancer man.
Claire and Morbid were like pretending they were going to murder each other. So I don't know.
But what about
they were going nuts?
What about Dolly and Betty missing Leilani coming out of court today?
Because they were the wrong one.
Yes, I was going to say, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
What happened?
They were stalking the fuck out of them, and they missed her coming out of court. What?
Like, they're really bad stalkers, guys.
I called BS. I seen you were up here earlier. I'm sorry I didn't get to you in time. If you want to come back up, I'll pop you back up on panel. She was up here, and I didn't get to put her up here fast enough. Anyhow, go ahead, fill me in on it, because I heard he missed. I heard they missed her coming out.
Totally missed it. Totally missed it.
Oh, they were so fucking mad, weren't they?
Yes, because they were like, "There's no way that we missed." What? There was only one court. Like they were in like total denial, but it was like literally on the news.
I am cracking up, you guys.
And they wonder why their press passes got denied.
See, I got those clips and I couldn't help but crack the fuck up. I'm like, shall we play it and watch or no?
Dumb and Dumber.
God. Whatever you think, girl.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like I missed so much. Like death threats with a guy dying, coffee stream with a Glare or Morbid, and now like these people running.
Oh my God! Yes, I was gonna say the crazy coffee lady. Oh my God! I watched Crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys! Listen to this. Listen to this. Crazy coffee lady was sitting there talking, and all of a sudden, Glare. You know what he said, baby gap?
What?
He said, Avery, you sent me unsolicited DICK, little worm pics of Dolly's worm, and I didn't ask for him, and I will be going to court with Dolly if he asks me to testify against you. That's revenge porn.
Jesus.
I was like, record. Like when I heard that, I was like,
how's he gonna get to
this.
court? What is somebody gonna pick him up and give him a ride?
Mo and Joe.
Yeah,
Cat
I
and band?
mean,
What?
like, I think he's trying to be like the moral arbiter.
Trying to catch me peddling dirty.
You work on a fucking jet, and you're 45. All right. You work on a fucking jet, and you're 45. All right.
All right, I'm leaving. I'm done. I had to get that out.
Jesse, I can't either. She like, I don't know. I wait for her to like spit pea soup and her head to start spinning. It's weird. She freaks me out. That's why I was like, when she was on the live the other day and I saw her husband had walked in the room, I was like, sir, get your wife. She's on the internet acting crazy. I was praying he could hear me.
When she was like, I have to apologize to my husband, and then didn't say nothing to nobody. That was
and then she just jumped off.
That was so weird to me.
That does it, because I'm going to email it to you. I'm going to tell you right now, they were trolling the shit out of her. They were trolling her hard.
We need to tell Heel. Where's the stream so Heels can see it? Because
I'm going to send it to Heels in the. I'm going to link Heels in the air and Deets.
Like, obviously.
Yeah, and if it got taken down, I have like a couple hours of footage.
Yeah, because I don't know if she took it down, but it's something you guys definitely need to add to the list.
No, it would have been struck. There was like everything you're not allowed to say on a live was pretty much said on a live. So.
Oh yeah, and about the revenge, about the peen pics. I'm like, oh my god.
You people, why did no one like say something on Discord? Oh my god, I would have.
It's almost not fair though, because I don't feel like she's like with it, if you know what I mean.
Which one, Avery or Coffee?
Bangs?
Bangs.
Well, both, I guess. Bangs and the coffee and
candy.
Candy.
You know what though? Bangs is with it. You know what she said today? She was like, you know, baby Gup, I really have a newfound respect for you because if you remember right, I'm the one who made the first Sophie Long grip. I'm the one who made the army. The big one,
after
you know,
she lied about
army.
that shit.
She banged.
Yeah, she made the first group and she didn't. She made like the third group and it got shut down. And she got kicked out of her own group.
Yeah.
It was not the first one.
Well,
but anyhow,
about being in it.
While you guys are talking, I am downloading that stream just in case. Okay.
I know that's right.
It's just in case.
So yeah, I forgot what I was fucking talking about. Damn it, you guys didn't make me fucking forget.
You wanted to show the wrong court area, like they ran to the wrong.
Yeah, they were standing there like dumbasses.
Well, I called BS was just up here. I put the fair use thing up here to bring her up to make sure because her camera was on. I didn't want to blast her on here with just pulling her up, and then she's gone again. Oh, no. Shit, you're here and then you're gone, girl. All right, I'll take it down. We'll try again next time. No biggie. It's all right. Yeah, look, he said fucking YouTube streets are tough as fuck. Yeah, right now, man.
Wait a minute. It was a 10-hour live? The coffee person?
I only came across it, I don't know how long there and were there, but it was insane. It was insane.
Like, I'm looking at it like a gigabyte. Holy crap.
Yes, wow. And she is obsessed with Olivia. Yes, she is.
Mm-hmm. And then she was she's been up Morbid's butt, and then she changed the title of the live, like while Morbid was on there, and then completely just dropped him out of the title and, you know, had the glare.
Yeah, she got pissed. She got pissed. She's like, Morbid, I like you and I like your shows, but this is my channel and I just told you what I was doing with it. Like, oh, you're going to get cussed out.
Yeah, I saw her in Morbid's chat because I was watching Morbid because he was doing like something about
Fueled with coffee
Tyler Feller on his stream. He was he was like, Morbid's funny. He literally was like sitting in the back chat of the StreamYard streaming, and he was like, "Say, can we pray? Can you let me on?" And then like, or like afterwards, can we pray together?
when he was trolling Tyler. That was funny. It's like so I just wanna like talk, have a conversation, pray, and
That was hilarious.
Blue Bacon called Jim Terry tonight on Salty's panel.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, that's when they started blocking everybody that was coming in the chat and made it members only. Yeah.
Oh my god. What do you get for being a members of Salties? Like holy crap! You just get to be in the hug box. Is that the whole thing?
Oh, and then
I
like
don't know.
the weekly cash giveaway makes you eligible for that. But like seriously, it seems culty.
I've never entered one, and I've been a member for months. Never entered one.
Well, you were a member for months.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I left it for a while, but yeah, it's gone now. Believe me, I promise you that.
Yeah.
But like even that girl that was in chat here that is like a major simp, like she was throwing up 333. Like they're like a cult.
What
now.
does the 3 stand for? Is that like what's the 3
That's
stand?
Salty's numbers. You know how he has 3s and for E's and stuff like that. And
I don't know.
So that's their thing. They're 333, and they throw it up in chat, like a whole bunch of them. Seriously,
So you get to join the pumpkin patch cult or something? Is that what it's called?
It's half a 666?
The unicorn cult.
Yeah, it's
The
actually the mocking of the
half as
Trinity. But that's what they go by. That with their crew.
The 333s, huh? That's really scary crew, guys.
The 333 Mafia. I'll call it the Pattern 3.
What's up, Nick? What's happening? I call BS. I tried to bring you up here.
I didn't see
I
that.
got one more spot open. I got one more
Here,
spot
I'm gonna
open.
jump down, Queen. My little 3-year-old just woke up, so let me jump
All
down.
right, baby.
I love
We'll
y'all.
pop back up when you're done.
Tomorrow.
Good night, sweet.
Okay.
I love you.
Night, sweet tea.
Bye.
Bye.
Hold on. Heels in the air. Yeah, it's called Fueled by Coffee, or is it Fueled by? I'll send you the link.
Coffee and crime. True crime.
I'll send you the link right now. I'll put it.
I was gonna say, just send it to Heels in the Air. Email it to her if you can. That way she's got it. Okay, here, I'm gonna bring you up. Give me just 1 second. Oh, this is somebody else. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put this up because I don't know who this is actually.
Okay, someone has really taken something down.
It was me.
What?
I just ripped my bone.
What?
Oh, Nick.
Bong rips.
Oh.
No, I was gonna say, you want to get down?
I'll drop in a Discord.
No, I'm good.
I'll drop in a
not trying to cough.
What's up, Patrick?
Yeah, hello, guys.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob.
Here, did you guys, Patrick? Are you up here?
I heard Patrick, so I thought it's.
You know, I'm actually in Ireland. Just watching your show now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up? What you got to add, man?
Nothing. Do you watch that show, Purple?
What is it called? I'm sorry.
Purple?
Purple? Is that what you said?
I feel like we're gonna get trolled. I really do. I feel the troll.
Honestly.
Why? Who is it? Do you know? Is he trolling me or something? Like, who is it? Do you know who it is?
I don't know, but just
no, your link got dropped in the Discord, so it's not necessarily trolls. But
oh, okay. It might just be somebody that wanted to talk to us then, maybe. Hey, I call BS. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's happening?
Oh, what is happening? I just wanted to see what y'all had to say about Dolly and Betty. What is her name?
Yeah, Bullhorn.
Jerk-off Jimmy and Bullshit Betty?
Yeah, something like that. Whatever her name was, it's not important enough to remember. And I just wanted to say that I think I was around Dolly for a minute. I was behind him. I thought he was true to his word, but then I saw him go with Betty, and the way that they came across was just kind of like trying, I don't know, like it didn't come off right to me. It was more for clicks and views.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's what I feel like they've been doing it for this whole time. I mean, other people, you know, they think they're doing something good. I don't think they're doing shit good at all.
Well, that's
honestly.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, if they were doing so much good, why did they miss their money shot of the one person coming out of the
Because Dolly
courthouse?
was buying soap from the new soap place and getting ingredients.
Yeah, he was too busy going through the back of the trash can to get the soap, just like that movie, Fight Club.
Fight Club.
You know, he needed to get the fat from the liposuction, and like, you know, Betty was helping him, and you know, they missed it, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I
just don't know how it.
I liked Dolly until he went down there with her. I don't know why. I just have a different, like, I don't know. I thought he was like true to it. I don't know.
He's been grifting for a while.
I call BS. I understand what it feel, how you feel emotionally when you realize that a YouTube creator that you believed in has let you down. I get that part.
Exactly.
She's not doing anything else than the media isn't doing. Like, I don't follow the media.
I can't hear her. Is
Yeah,
it
you
just
broke
me?
up towards the end. You broke up towards the end. Maybe your signal's bad.
Yeah, I think she's got a bad signal.
Yeah, I think she lost her signal.
But we generally got what she said. She doesn't. She thinks like what Dolly's doing is not good, and they're not really doing anything the media's not doing.
Well, okay, so if I turn on Dolly to go to bed, like I do it literally because it's like so long. I just want something playing on my TV. It's like a soothing thing, okay? And she was like kind of a regular on the panel, and
Yes.
maybe perhaps I mean I don't want to say any. I have nothing bad to say about her at all, in any way. But you know, just might be upset about his current companionship, maybe.
I don't know. I'm not insinuating. I'm not guessing. But
I'm saying maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Or yeah, just.
I mean, honestly, it's just like at this point, I just laugh at Jolly. It's not even like outrage anymore. It's like this guy's a joke, and like anyone that watches him, you're
Hold on
just
one sec. Patrick's back up here.
What's up, Patch?
What's up, Patrick?
Hi. Yeah. Okay, guys. How are you?
Can you? Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear us. Okay.
Yeah. I can hear you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear us.
It's
What's
all
up?
with
Cool,
Ireland.
awesome.
Ireland.
You're from Ireland.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Welcome.
That is
Thank you.
quite a big time difference.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So what's time over there?
For
It's
me,
11:45 my time. I'm right smack dab in the middle though, but it's 11:45 p.m. here.
Yeah, for me it's about 1, almost 1. So
It's a 6. It's like 6 a.m. here.
Well, good morning.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
right.
I'm glad you're on. Where's your tea? Are you drinking tea or are you drinking
You got
coffee?
your coffee?
No, I think it's
listen,
tea.
I'm Irish.
Yeah, tea.
I'm
probably.
Irish. I'm drinking alcohol.
I knew that was coming.
Champion.
That's right.
I
Nicole
don't care
says, hold on one sec. I don't want to be rude. Nicole B says,
Okay.
dance, Boston, dance.
Madonna?
With your super chat dance here, I'll play it real fast.
I think we got a super chat.
Yeah. What? Okay.
We got a
Yeah, that's
super
fine.
chat.
Super chat, what? That's our
Dance
super
behind
chat
the
song.
screen.
So you all different part of America.
Hold on,
You
I can't hear you. There's too many people talking. Give me one. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so you're all from different parts of America, is it?
Yeah, like a lot. Well, Queen and I from the Midwest. But yeah, I guess you would say we're
Do you
a
have
little
your
bit spread
YouTube
out.
playing in the background?
Okay.
I think you might have
Yeah, well,
YouTube playing in the background.
No, I don't have anything. No, I don't.
Oh,
No,
no,
honestly, I have nothing.
No,
Okay, I
it
don't
might
play
be
in the
me.
background.
It might be me. I have a lag. I'm gonna drop off and come right back, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Are you in Dublin?
No, I'm not in Dublin. Everybody speaks like they say, "Oh, Dublin, Ireland." Okay, because Dublin is the capital of Ireland. It's not. No, I'm not in Dublin. Okay,
No, I
no,
think
I'm
Conor
not. I'm in.
McGregor in Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah, no, I'm in a place called Galway.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to try to repeat that because that seems hard to say.
Okay, no, just because
Galway?
but you're not going to try and repeat it because is that because of my speech impediment, or is that because you can't understand me?
No, it's because I'm from New York and we can't pronounce words. So unfortunately, it's I blame the high school education I got.
I'm half Irish.
Yeah, it's just us Irish. It's just you American. Just like when you come over there, you just think, oh God, everything is Irish. Okay, it's not that way at all. I'm in Southern Ireland.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Ireland. I couldn't even.
Okay, so we continuously bomb up the English and the Americans. All they want is oil from other little poor countries, and the Irish and So basically, that's us. So the English with the Queen and all that. The Queen is dead now. You know.
Yeah.
And now there's.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah,
I'm
now
back
there's.
up here now.
No, he meets the
Now
Queen of
there's-
England.
Yeah, he meets the
I thought
Queen
you
of
were saying
England.
Sorry. I thought you were asking if I
Okay.
was back up here on panel. I apologize. I'm sorry for that.
Queen Bee,
That was
Queen
a
of
good
England.
one.
It's okay. It's the Queen.
So
was
basically,
fucking great,
us Irish
man.
don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck about the English. We hate the English, and you see everything that. Listen to me. You know when you speak, okay, because the English has colonized the world, okay, and then when the Queen died, and then we're all supposed to feel sorry for the Queen. Fuck her. Listen to me. Fuck her. She 99 years. She lived for 98, 99 years. My God. No one could live that long. Anyway, she lived too long, the fucking bitch.
Holy shit, sir. That's a bit like.
That's a very
whoa.
spicy.
No, it's
that's
not.
a very spicy
It's not.
opinion.
Wow.
Listen, let me tell you why. Us Irish, yeah? Us Irish had to live under that rule for many centuries, and we fought them.
Yeah, I saw
We'll
Braveheart.
fight you.
That was a great movie.
Yeah.
That was a fucking great movie.
Hey, do you follow
That
true
was-
crime, Patrick?
I just want to take this time real quick to remind everybody in the chat that the views of Queen Bee's panel guests do not necessarily reflect that of hers or the Hive. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, let me reflect something on you. They're on about Braveheart. That's Scottish. Listen to me. And let me reflect something on you. Okay? 800 years we fought you without fear, and we'll fight you for 800 more. That's Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Scottish gave into the English. Okay, and then and they allowed the Queen, the royals, to control them. The Irish didn't. The Irish did not. They took 6 counties of us. Okay, there's 32 counties in Ireland. Okay, and we fought and we got 26 back. We got 26 counties of our 32 back, and the Irish are still fighting. This is why all the Americans, everybody loves the Irish. This is why, because the Irish are really, really. Listen to me, and then they call them. Listen to me. If I went to your home, listen. This is what the English do. This is what the Americans do as well. Okay, imagine going into another country. Listen. Imagine going into another country and robbing oil, and then saying they're the terrorist.
I mean, I mean, like, this is kind of geopolitical politics and stuff like that. Where this is like a
Let me finish. Let me finish. And I tell you,
sir, this is
but
a
we were
trauma
talking
channel.
about true crime. Can we
Yeah,
finish
this
our
is a
discussion?
trauma channel. Like,
okay,
you
let me finish for 2 seconds. Let me finish. Okay.
But
Ireland,
what if
listen,
they don't want to let you
look at
finish?
Ireland, and it's beautiful.
What if they
beautiful.
don't want to let you listen? Listen. What if they don't want to let you finish?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, sir. You kind of lost me at "fuck the Queen." Like, I'm sorry, you just really did.
Fuck the Queen.
That's
Hey,
like
get him,
really
get him,
awful.
hey, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna keep him talk over him. Hey, that's an embarrassment for Irish. Sorry, guys.
Is the full moon, dude?
No, it's not a full moon.
I think that person was. Someone wrote that person was earlier on Salty's panel. So
they totally derailed everything we were talking about.
Yeah, like I mean, like, I was joking, by the way, with the Braveheart thing. People don't really quite get that point.
The Irish fought.
I got it.
So
I was trying to be like not like joke, like be a little snide there.
Well, I kept that up because I didn't want him. I didn't want to peen bomb. So I didn't know what it was. I mean, honestly, I don't. Everybody can have their opinion, whatever. I just that's not what we're here for right now. So if he wants to come back up some other time,
don't let him back
up some other time. But we're not doing that tonight. That's not why we're here tonight.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't really like. No offense, but like, there's a lot of world history, and I don't think this is the place for world. history.
We're not.
Geopolitical.
We're not doing that tonight. No.
We're getting the whole Irish history.
Did you guys see Check It TV just dropped a video?
Yeah, Check It TV was on Dolly's.
Hey guys.
Check
He
It
was
TV
in the
was
Glare chat today, and they started making fun of him at the end, like in chat, not the Glare. It was fun. They're like, check it. Hey guys.
Yeah, but Check It TV was on Dolly's show, like on show.
Yeah, I
like,
think
you're doing a great
he's
job,
just
guys.
trying to find his place, honestly, because I really think, what I'm saying, Check It's got to find somebody to link up with, whatever. He doesn't have anybody, so I think he's trying to find his place, and that's why he's trying to battle Dolly. I don't know.
This is me talking to Check It TV. Check It TV, you need to panel Salty because you two are both the same thing right now. That's your plan.
Kill each other.
What about Dolly saying that Quentin had been found? And that there was
wasn't that fucking fucked up?
Oh God.
Dolly doesn't get any information. He's getting AOL dial-up. I mean, like, literally his internet is down. He's like just getting information.
He started a whole bunch of rumors. I know that. He started a whole bunch of rumors.
Yes, he did. Yes.
Because a lot of people misunderstood what that text was that allegedly came from Billy Joe. They were saying, like, oh, the daughter confessed. So it literally said, the daughter said she doesn't remember anything. So I think they assumed that by the grandma knowing where it was that Leilani had confessed, they had found him, yada yada. But speculatively, I believe they have the footage of Leilani at a dumpster, and it just got taken out of context. Because there's people straight still going hard saying that she confessed, and they found him, and like none of them.
Yeah, they didn't find him.
Yeah, I
and
know.
She didn't confess, and
I know.
None of that is true. Don't
right.
you think that?
But that's the thing. That's what Dolly's out here telling people.
Yeah,
that's
I don't think they would let the mother walk out of the courtroom, for the custody hearing if she admitted that she murdered one of her children. I don't think that.
I can't believe she went at all.
Well, she's still
why
suspect.
wouldn't she? I mean, plus she'll be in prison here before too long. So
yeah, but she's still.
So why would you fight for custody of a kid?
Who's saying she's fighting for custody? She might be in there trying to sign papers over and get other shit done. We don't know.
That's what I was just
it was
gonna
an
say.
emergency custody hearing
Maybe
right,
she
to
went
get
in
them
there
out
and
of her
terminated
care,
her
to get
rights.
them away from them.
They were
It
already
wasn't to get them
removed.
back.
They were already
Right.
removed from. Yeah.
And it wasn't to give them back. That's for sure.
Right. So like, why would she even go? Why would she even bother? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever
So
their intentions were, that was a failure of a trip. Whatever they thought and said they got.
No,
done,
it's not. They got 3,000 views per video. They got super chats. They got subscribers. So I think it's been a pretty successful trip for them.
And Dolly got beard cream. And Dolly got beard cream, so now he doesn't look like a scraggly little hobbit.
Yeah, I mean,
why does Dolly and beard cream in the same sentence make me retch?
Well, I mean,
yeah,
that's just retch.
I think the mission was accomplished. He made a lot of money and he made a lot of views, and that's pretty good. That's his accomplishment. That's their end goal. If their goal was to find Quentin, then yeah, they failed. But they never meant to find Quentin or find Drew.
No, they did. But when they landed, it was like police already kind of knew where he was.
Okay,
So.
what's like? Can someone inform me? Is Bullhorn Betty and Dolly like cops? Did they ever get any training at all?
No.
No.
How many times do we have to tell you they both have criminal records?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying that.
Betty was on probation.
Yeah,
she was arrested 42 times.
Yeah, there's no way they're cops. There's no fucking way.
That's what I mean. Like, there's no way they would be able to do what the cops could do without any sort of training. So obviously they're there for views and money. And
Betty had only heard of the case 2 days prior to that, and that's probably because we talked about it, and she sneaked over here and listens to our shit.
Yeah. You know what I really believe, Tim? I really believe that they're in there to get into some sort of a kerfluffle with somebody so that they can go with a First Amendment lawsuit.
I think so too.
And I don't believe it's for anything other than that, so that they can set their own little precedents.
What, they want to get like beat up by a police officer or something?
Whether it's a police officer or it's a
they'll take
neighbor.
What they can get.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
I said they'll take what they can get.
Yep.
I guess. I mean, like, that's one way to try to retire early and not have to live on,
Well, I mean, look, her best friend JLR sued a million fucking people. Not that he won any of them, but still.
That's so true.
He sued. I mean, he was suing people that were fucking dead. Like, come on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, if you look up JLR's lawsuits, go look up all the lawsuits. Go look up all the people that JLR has sued. You are going to laugh your ass off when you see the list.
JLR.
Like Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa.
Yeah. Give me half.
No, for real, it's pretty wild though. There is a long list. I mean,
it is
it's
a
all
long ass list, and it is true, and it is really.
Oh my!
It is
God.
true.
Really
He
is
really
all
did.
Fun and games, but he's fucking crazy. Like, he pretend to be a family member of one of the school shooters?
Yes.
Or like Sandy Hook, like he tried to throw himself in the middle of Sandy Hook?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, he did.
Queen, you got a super chat.
Oh no!
Thank you.
Anyway, guys, I got a skedaddle. Pumpkin time. You guys have a good one.
Later, Tim.
You too, B. Tim. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
It's his bedtime.
It's my bedtime, guys. Bye.
Like clockwork, babe.
Yeah.
Like clockwork.
He stays up late with us some nights.
Yeah, he does.
It's just evident that pre-flop, them going down there, they had no intention other than sitting in front of the house and harassing whoever they could, neighbor-wise, and whoever came out of the house-wise. That's what it was. It wasn't like to search for little Quinn, even if he wasn't located yet.
Well, I thought that Bullhorn had said that she knew things were going to pop off real quick. That's why she dropped everything to go down there.
Well, yes, because she just knew that they were going to be arresting her. She had it on good information.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think her and Dolly just wanted to go have a little meetup. And they use Quinn as their excuse, and they use their subs to pay for it. That's all.
Well, and then did you hear his dry bags today? You know, well, hey, or in hers and his both. Just $3 will go a long ways.
Because she was like,
Wow.
we have to use like cold hard cash to like do this, and I was like, what the fuck?
Cold hard
to
cash.
stand
No,
by
actually, Emma paid for your gas, your food, and your Airbnb.
And she said that while she was standing by the fence, that was not the courthouse.
I heard they were at the wrong courthouse, and that's why she missed it. That's why they missed the court date.
Yeah.
Wrong courthouse. They slept late.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, Wing Zero, I think you're right. A little bang bang, a little bumping uglies.
Well, she probably beats on him if she's been arrested that many times for.
Well, that's it. He hits on her. She strangles him. You know, match made in heaven. What are you talking about? when they, you know.
No.
Dolly's power bottom.
Jesus.
Y'all are gonna make me cry. I feel traumatized.
I was gonna say, with your sensitive ass, are you joking? Are you joking?
Dude, certain things I don't. No.
Stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it. You're still thinking about him in a car seat.
I just, y'all remember on Friday, Big Perm? Y'all remember Big Perm on the movie Friday?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now I just think of Dolly and I hear Little Worm. But I think of
Little
homie with the
worm.
rollers in his hair. I want him to put rollers in his beard, So we can.
You have like a Jerry curl beard.
This is the first time I ever felt bad for the glare. He actually got the
Perm always had
ODP
rollers. Oh God, I don't feel sorry for him at all.
Bluer deserved it.
Well,
It's
more
fine.
of a-
Goes
yeah,
around,
You did
comes
not
around.
deserve
Picture.
Dolly dick pics.
Oh,
I don't
God.
think you've been around long enough to safely
But yeah,
say
you're
that,
probably
Tiffany.
you're right. You're right. Fair enough.
We all get our karma eventually.
I just have a picture of Betty in a singlet.
Oh, ew. Hold on. There's I didn't even see Donovan's backstage. So let's say
Be
what's
careful.
up. What's
Hello,
happening?
Donovan.
Welcome, Donovan.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I didn't know if I'd ever get on. I'm not a troll at all. I just I'm kind of new to the community, and I've listened to a lot of people's all their bullshit talking and whatever else. And
I thought you were gonna say I've listened to your bullshit.
No,
I'm sorry.
So the reason I came up is because I appreciate your guys's realness, and nobody's here to try to lie. I mean, it's just a good time. That's why I wanted to come up and tell you guys all this, because I've listened to, like I said, I'm pretty new, and I've heard this and I've heard that, and I go to this channel and these guys hate you and these people blah blah blah, and I'm like, you know what? All I want to hear is the real shit.
Hell. Yeah.
Right. Well, okay, so you like true crime cases, or I mean, like, what did you come here from, like the Kylie Rodney case, or what brought you to the true crime community?
Well, the reason I got into true crime, I've always enjoyed cases. I've followed cases since I live in Colorado, so I have the whole
the Watts stuff and
no, way before that, not the Watts thing. It was the little girl.
John Benet Ramsey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes. So my family lives in Boulder, and so after that happened, and that was, I was probably 11 years old or something. And
yeah, you know what? What's really crazy is that's one of my cases that I really I'm gonna go over it one of these days. We're gonna do like a little deep dive into it. But that's one of the cases that brought me to true crime. I've been following that case since it happened long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it's just, and that case was wild because you had the whole I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy that got flew back from the Netherlands or something like that. Remember that whole part of it?
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, and so that's when I really, I mean, I was young then, and then now I started watching court cases, and so I really like in court, when you're like Ray Lewis and who are some of the other guys that Ray Caruth. So obviously I was a sports fan, but those two cases were back to front to back televised. And they're so interesting. If you ever look back at those two cases, they're ridiculously interesting.
Well, and who was the detective that took that case over? He ended up passing away, but do you remember what his name was?
For who?
The detective. I think his daughter ended up taking the case over after
for John Bonet?
Yeah, it was a retired detective that had taken the case
John
over.
Bonet, yeah, John Bonet's Alex Smith was the DA, I'm pretty sure.
Well, this guy, he was like not a private detective, but he had worked as a detective, and then he took on John Bonet's case, and I guess he had worked it for years, and he actually passed it down to his granddaughter.
Lou Smith.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty sure it's a Lou Smith. I'm pretty sure that's exactly who it is.
Oh yeah, really? I didn't know that at all. That's crazy. I know who that is though.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I
so,
was Googling.
What do you guys think about John Bonet's thing? What, like, if you had to, just take, your first guess after 20, maybe 30 years now, what would you say?
What do you mean? What do I think happened to her?
Do you think the parents are involved? Do you think the parents were involved?
You know what? I'll tell you what. I thought for the longest time, I thought it was her brother. Well, for the longest time, I thought it was her brother. And then I thought, no, he was too young. He was too little. You know what I'm saying? That there was way too much going on for a little boy like that to do everything that was done to her. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then I thought, what if he hurt her and mom and dad covered it up?
I always thought that the mom was. I always thought the mom
one kid is hard enough, but to lose two, you know what I mean? Lose both.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, none of us know the truth, obviously, but I always thought the mom was guilty. I thought that she had, some weird fetish or whatever. Or, she had her daughter in, all these beauty pageants, which, at face value isn't weird, but when I mean, it was kind of creepy.
Well, no, but you know what? She Patty did a lot of you know what I'm saying? She did a lot of the what was she, homecoming queen, and she liked to do pageants and stuff, and I think she wanted John Bonet to follow her footsteps.
And like I said, I do agree that's not the the binding factor, but the thing is that her, I follow this, I'm from this area, and I follow this from, and way back then it was ridiculously popular, obviously, just like everything that is now. But the thing is, though, is that they had, I mean, the Boulder Police Department and the Boulder period is corrupt as fuck. I mean,
I have heard that several times.
It is.
Yeah, and and I'm not, and like I said, I don't know what happened, but have you ever heard of a guy named JT Colfax?
Don't think so. It doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, so listen to this one. So I'm into pedophile hunters, right? So I always, I follow all these pedophile catchers. And,
okay, so JT, don't say the whole word, okay, if you can.
Okay, I won't say. But he doesn't
like just
care.
call them pedos or something, you know, or
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, something like that.
Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, my friends that catch these guys, they JT Colfaxes came into their realm, right? And so come to find out, JT Colfax has taken pictures of supposedly he worked in the coroner's office where John Bonet was, and he had taken pictures and all this other shit. This guy is like a scoundrel. But so if you ever hear of JT Colfax or you look him up, he, like I said, he has a history. I'm not making this up, obviously.
No, that name sounds familiar, but I can't place it. Okay.
Yeah, so he was arrested for these, he was taking pictures of, he worked in a funeral house or whatever, and he was taking pictures of the bodies, and supposedly he got pictures of her, and he ended up getting locked up for a little bit because of that.
Well, I was going to say, do you think he really did? Do you think, I mean, with her being such a high profile case, do you like it's stuff like that bothers me? Because do you think he really went in there and got those pictures? Do you think they actually allowed him in there? Or do you think he snuck in there to get these pictures? Or is it bullshit?
You say
he might have taken the pictures. I'm not even sure.
Oh, you said he lived there.
No, he worked in a funeral house.
Right. I'm just saying, like, I didn't think that, with it being such high profile, I didn't think they would allow anybody, just anybody to be in there because it was a murder. You know what I mean? Like, right.
And the whole thing is about this guy is that, like, he has a bunch of other history, and I just wanted to, point him out to your community because he's a sick one.
Is he part of that Colorado creep catchers?
No, Colorado Creek Catchers is from Greeley, and they have nothing to do with him. And the other one is Colorado Creek Control, and I'm sorry, Colorado Creek Control is from Greeley. The other one, Colorado, CCP, like you said, is from a different area. But he also, CCP, the guy that you were talking about, Colorado Creek Patrol. No, I'm sorry. Who is it? It's CPP, Colorado Ped Patrol. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, because there's somebody on here, Ernie Shale. I don't know if you know who he is, but he was a pedo hunter or whatever. He ran what was it called? That girl. What are you still up here? Or Voices? Which are you guys still up here?
Predator Nation.
Yeah, there we go. Predator Hunter Nation. That's what it was called. Ernie Shale. He runs the same little gig there.
Right.
I guess
he's got a YouTube channel over here, and he acts full. I don't think anymore. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't think he's a real. I don't know his situation, but I think it's just a bunch of YouTube bullshit. Honestly, I don't know, but
yeah, I didn't mean to bring up the catcher people, but I was just trying to bring up this guy that is I mean, if there was somebody that we're gonna get found out to do some crazy shit, if you look this guy up, and he has his own YouTube channel, and he appears on other YouTube channels, and he's always in the chat of these catchers.
Oh wow,
that is weird.
So he obviously he can't be in your guys's. If he was in your guys's chat, you guys would look him up and ban him immediately.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say we try to keep an eye on that,
Yeah, and like I said,
testing DNA for John Bonet.
I haven't even kept up with it recently. I don't know anything that's going on with it right now, to be honest with you.
Oh, because I thought there was new DNA, because that's what prompted Perplexed to join up with Jason Jensen, because I guess he's like really big on that case, and that's why they did that show through Avery, because there's like newly testing DNA, but I guess they must not have a match yet because we would hear about it.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure somebody
Is that what it is? The new machines and stuff like that to test the DNA.
Right, different method. Yeah, enhanced like replication for better sampling.
That case was so long ago, it's crazy.
Hold on, Heels in the Air said all the rumors that spread and were put out by Linwood on JBR case is maddening to this day.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is that in Colorado, there's a what was his name? He's a AM radio broadcaster. God, he's really old. He just retired last year. For some reason, I can't remember his name. Anyways, he followed this case, back to front, and actually got suspended by his the whoever it was, Westwood, maybe, that was the had the in Colorado. There's there's 3 radio stations. There's 850, who is they're still Republican, but they claim to be Democratic. And then there's 710, and there's all these other stations that are all Republican. But so basically, is what happened is this guy who was Paula Woodward. She worked for 9 News, and she was the biggest advocate of of the family. And she put out the most, everything that was just pro, them all the time. And I'm going to look this guy's name up. You guys talk for a second and I'll find him.
Okay. You guys say you have to.
But look up Paula Woodward, though. Paula Woodward was the biggest advocate in the world.
Yep. I know who that is.
And thank you for the PayPal you just sent. I appreciate that. But somebody did say you sound a lot like Benny Keys. That your voice sounds a lot like that. Like, yeah, no. Hell no.
Only when you just did that.
I don't even know who that is.
Consider yourself blessed.
Did you guys see that it was like 34 years ago Sunday, I think, since the little baby Jessica fell down the well in Midland, Texas?
Oh, Jessica McClure?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
I just found his name. His name's Peter Boyles. And Peter Boyles was the, like I said, he went so hard that people were suing him with the family.
Like he was against the family?
Well, I was gonna say, wait.
He was always against. He was against the family. He was against He was more against the DA than the family. But yeah, Peter Boyles is his name, and he's been on radio for 50 years. He Peter Boyles was he had a who was his? All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Who's got feedback in there?
My actual mic is muted.
No, it ain't muted. No, it's not.
Well, the bottom part is my actual mic.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's completely open, but I hear like papers and scratchy shit, and I don't know what the fuck it is, but I don't like it.
Keyboard.
Not
yeah, it's scratchy. I don't know. What are you showing up here? What is that? What is that?
That was his microphone.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something else in there. I'm like, put that down. What the fuck is that?
We're not keeping.
Yeah,
It's just a microphone this time.
And it's really a microphone. It's not code for something else.
I'm actually.
Well, Donovan, let me just tell you, since you're new over here, this Nick is kind of new over here too, and he does something called shoeies, where he drinks his alcohol out of his fucking shoe. It's gross. So, yes,
now I'm getting excited.
Well, it grosses me out, so I take him down when he does it. I'll take him right off the damn screen.
It's out of a can, I promise.
I can't do it. It grosses me out.
Unless it's 2 a.m. and then he can kind of get away with it.
Yeah, or if I'm not around, or if I, you know what I mean, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He's bringing the alpha.
First time he did it, Queen was like, "Never ever
Yeah.
do that again."
I'm like, don't you ever fucking come up here and do that again. Don't you ever fucking do that again. You fucking did it again. I'm like, God damn you.
Her
I'm
out
trying to
so
impress her
bad.
with the opposite.
I thought
I'm
it
like,
was
you're gonna end up
hilarious.
with hand, foot, mouth disease now. Come on.
Oh shit. That's so true.
It's a real thing. Like little kids really do get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it
it's
is a
my
real
kids got
thing.
it.
Get blisters and shit.
Mhm.
Yes.
So when I say I'm
Poop
muted on
and
my
snout.
mic, what I mean is my actual mic part, like when I'm muted right now, goes to green to yellow. So you can't hear me right now, right? Can't hear me?
No, we can hear you, and it
Yeah.
says it's still on. So
You can hear me right now?
yeah, and your mic
Oh.
is unmuted. So that's why I said it's still on. You keep saying it's not, but it is.
Oh, it's because the wrong audio is on. Okay, 1 second.
And then I hear stuff like, you know what I'm saying? Then I hear as soon as well, somebody will be talking, and I get so irritated with repetitive shit and noise, and then I'll hear like,
yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck has that guy down? Turn it off. Mute your fucking self.
He disappeared again?
No, we're up here. You're up here too.
No, I said he
no,
disappeared.
Back.
I want to see his boot full of liquor or beer, whatever.
Get in trouble.
No, that's what you want to do. Go ahead, dude. Here you go. You got a freebie. I'll walk away. You go ahead.
All right.
I'm just.
You go ahead and you give a look. One time for the one time. One time
I'm
for the one
astounded.
time. Go ahead.
Not for the one time. All right. Oh, where's my boot? There it is, right there.
All right, Donovan, you better pay attention because I'm not paying attention.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Okay.
My cat just
There's
came
nothing inside.
excited.
No bag. That people say there's a bag inside. Nothing.
God, gross, dude. It's me, Jay says, shoot the boot. Shoot the boot.
Boot shooters.
Earth, I got those. Thank you.
Shoot the boot. Look at that. That's gangster.
Sir, you saying
look
gangster
at
is
that
the
boot.
least gangster thing ever. That was great.
That's like a gang initiation.
You say gang initiation?
Yeah.
That's the weakest gang initiation in the history of the world. But it's also really cool to watch.
Some people like it. Some people don't.
Hey, as long as you have the gross amount and the people who have respect, and that's all you need to have in life, right?
Well, that boot looks so much
True that.
better than that overused tennis shoe. That one was rough.
No.
That you guys puked on that one.
I'm trying to fix my mic now. I'm gonna mute it right now here. Let me know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Fuck this mic.
Dude, I don't think your mic is connected. Are you sure your mic is connected? Because it sounds like we're not getting audio from the mic.
Yeah, it never
you know
sounded
what?
any different.
I think I fixed it. Ready? Can you hear me?
Yay, it worked. It worked.
He fixed it.
Holy schmoly. Fucking 2 weeks. Oh, Lord.
I have to stop looking at chat because all their comments about his shoey are grossing me out so fucking bad.
Yeah, see, no positive feedback here. Sports channel I work for, freaking love it.
I love it. I think it's hilarious.
I was eating the Halloween candy, but now I'm not.
Right, I was munching on a little Chex Mix, and now I'm like, I don't know about this.
Dude, are any of you terrified for Halloween with this rampant, fentanyl looking like candy stuff?
I don't give candy at Halloween. I buy Halloween candy for myself. I give pencils and a little handmade creation. That's how I've eliminated that. And you could easily do it for your own family as well.
I'm so sick of that shit. I like candy and I'm fat. I don't want no fucking homemade little prize. I want some goddamn
I don't
candy.
want some pencils and
No,
shit.
you could go buy your
Fuck
own
that.
Halloween candy.
Okay, well,
Mine
I'm
was
worried
that
about
too.
my children are grown. I mean, I'm
Yeah, I was
worried
gonna say,
about other
well,
children.
I mean, I'm a shit mom that smokes 13 packs of cigarettes, but I do take my kids trick or treating so I can eat their fucking candy. All
Hell
right.
yeah, that was the best part.
Well, that's the whole point why you have kids, isn't it? To steal their shit.
Butterfingers for life.
And make them go to work and do stuff. I'm just kidding.
What's your favorite candy? Not hard candy. I hate hard candy, but anything about hard candy. What's your favorite?
Hold on. Smoky Ash that I seen Boston battle Psycho Babble one night. What?
Yep.
He was up there one night, yeah.
He got shut down though.
Yeah, you put me right
That was the first time I saw Shuey. I was like, because I just popped on the channel and I was like, what is this dude doing?
Yeah, you know, the whole GB thing came up and whatnot, and
Is he okay,
Oh,
so
I
you guys,
was
I got a
there
quick
that
question.
night. That was before I came in here.
Psycho Babbles, is he done with his whole Anime Ryan Upchurch? Has he moved on finally, or
no clue?
He doesn't have any other riff.
I don't know.
That's what I was gonna say. He doesn't have anything else to talk about, does he?
No, his grift is that.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
I
he
thought
has
he was
nothing
trying to
else
talk
talk
about like political or like climate. I don't know, man. I just see the titles. I have not watched
Climate.
anything for a long time because I don't get it.
I love it, climate.
Like, I don't know.
You know, Eli did a live on him last night, kind of.
Yeah, like sometimes he has like a serious topic and it's like, dude, we can't take you serious right now. Like he just did all that because like the day before he had like all the people, like the Creek Squad people that he's fighting against or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very weird. It's like back and forth. It's very weird.
Hold on, Small Wildflower. She said I saw.
go
Hold on, she
ahead.
said I saw on the news. Hold on, I saw on the news to watch out for CBD gummies, and I'm like, who the hell accidentally tossed their stash in last year? Yeah, why the hell would you be giving any fucking kid your gummies? Hell to the no, you don't just give that
expensive.
shit away. Why would you just give your gummies away? You got to pay for those, and they're good.
Yes, I know that's what I said too.
Why the hell would you be giving them away?
We don't abuse gummies like that.
Oh, Immune to Madness. Thank you so much for becoming a member.
Welcome.
I'm just scared
I
because
got,
they find out those Skittles and it's like laced with fentanyl and it looks legit. I'm scared.
They have rainbow.
oh, you know,
children.
fentanyl is nothing to joke with, man. I mean I've had friends die from it, and I've seen people do it in front of me and OD. That it's a scary thing, and you don't just like you said, you don't even know if you're doing it. If you don't test your drugs, if you're, if you want to do some drugs and whatever, I'm not here to judge anybody, but you should test your drugs for fentanyl. And and go from there.
Addicts don't care. They're not trying to test it. They're just trying to get. You know what I mean? It's
no, but if you test your whatever, if you do this or if you do that, test it if it has that fentanyl in it, and if it does, obviously don't do it.
Okay,
and,
well, how would you recommend them?
They used to have pill tester kits back in the day for ecstasy.
Okay, but see,
the party.
So the bad thing with that is, okay, and let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys probably know addicts, and I know addicts. I got a lot of family. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, so the thing of that is okay. So the thing is, when people do those kind of drugs, they want that bell ringer. They want that little bit of fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Like they want that in there. They want to get high. They want to pass out.
If they want to do fentanyl and that's okay with them, that's okay. But all I'm saying is and I understand you're probably in LA from what, just what
I'm
you
by
said.
Chicago. I'm by Chicago, but I'm just saying, like, even if you give somebody, like, even if they did test it and it says fentanyl, you got to think they're a drug addict. That's their vice. That's their.
No.
They're not going to sit and wait for somebody else to bring something over when they have dope sitting right there in front of them. You know what I mean? Like,
but here I am. Here I am,
like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, though, if you're a drug dealer, or I'm sorry, not a drug dealer, but a user, you should know your source. You should know, everything about it. And if you're not that good of a drug user, then you shouldn't use drugs.
Well, listen, my baby brother passed away in 2016 from a fentanyl overdose. He was 2 years clean. Went to a convenience store.
Sometimes you don't know. Well,
exactly.
2 years clean. It only takes one time to use. My cousin happened.
No, I know. I understand. I just want to put it out there, man. That's all I'm saying.
It just doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? They don't think like that. They just don't.
Yeah,
think
I don't think you don't sound like you've had the privilege.
No, I know.
Of being around a lot of them.
But my concern
I know.
is that
I have friends. I have friends that everybody does, and I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. That's horrible, man. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay, man.
They're maliciously like distributing it like as
well, and you don't know
candy.
what your dealer's putting in it. Sometimes the dealers don't even know what the fuck they're getting that's got shit in it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's the worst
well,
part.
If you're a dealer, if you're a dealer, you should definitely test your shit, dude. I mean, do you want to fucking get locked up? What the fuck?
Well, no, because a monkey can't do bananas. A monkey can't sell bananas. If you're selling heroin, you're not going to want to get it and do it. You're not going to want to test it. You're not going to want to test it out yourself. No. But I see what you're saying. I mean,
I'm gonna get that bag.
Both sides of the spectrum because I've been on both sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? But not every time do you know what you're getting in a pack. You know what I mean? And you can say, try this out for me, but. I mean, you could give it to an addict and say, "Here, try this out for me and tell me what it does, or tell me what you think, or whatever." And you could, but it just depends on.
Well, like I said, like 10 years ago, it was different.
Oh, it was way
10 years ago.
It was way different. 5 years ago.
I was going to say 5 years ago it was different. Yeah.
And if I were if I were gonna sling some cocaine or whatever, there's no way I would not test a big portion and find out if there's anything in there, because obviously the facts are that once you get any kind of powder, it's been stepped on 9 times. 9 times.
Right.
That's
so that's what I'm saying. That goes back to most dealers don't know what's in their shit, let alone the users, the addicts that are buying it. You know what I'm saying? And they just want to get high. They don't want to be sick. So why would you know what I mean? They're not going to sit there and test it for this or test it for that, or I hope it's okay. You know what I mean? They're just going to get it right there.
I know, but
if you're selling drugs, I don't think that even if you tested it and found something in it, normally people who are selling, let's say they spent, a G or whatever for their product to redistribute. Are you suggesting they test that? And if it's not perfectly what they consider clean, they should just flush it? Because there is not a dealer alive that's going to do that.
Nope. How are you going to get a refund policy for the bad drugs you got sold?
I know, right?
Because you test it before you buy it.
No. What she's saying.
Well, you can't just say I'm gonna go buy an
all right
pack and
dude,
test it before I buy it, because you may not use heroin. If you're wanting to sell heroin, you may not use heroin. You know what I mean? So you may not be.
He means the tester strips, Queen. There's strips that you can test. I think he means like the actual test kits.
Oh,
what these dealers,
not a test like a guinea pig, one of your friends to see if they get high.
What happens is these addicts are carrying around Narcan, and if that happens, they overdose.
Right.
They just hit
one that happens, you have a dose of Narcan right there to bring them back.
I knew that's what Queen meant.
One does it at a time. They don't do it at the same time. It's literally, I've watched documentaries on it.
And that's how they do it too. They do that.
I was trying to figure out if we were supposed to take this down to the cops and have them tested or what.
No, you can actually buy test strips. Like back in the 90s,
you can buy tests
there was pill
for
fentanyl,
heroin. You can buy tests for everything.
Yeah,
but the thing is,
did an addict have the money to buy those?
Hold on. I got a really good one. Did you guys hear about the 500-pound bust of fentanyl in Florida last week? It was a cartel. They said it was Serranos. They said SUR, so I figure it's Serranos.
Cartel run, which is why I was saying.
But yeah, 500 pounds of fentanyl, which they said could kill half of Florida, and it was a 2-year investigation.
Wow! Did you hear about the 4 dead guys in Oklahoma?
Yes, Kate Does Crime covered it earlier today. It's pretty fucked
Yeah,
up.
matter of fact, let's
Jade,
talk about
Jade
that.
for Justice podcast is where I heard it.
Yeah,
Kate,
see,
you
I
should
don't
come
really
up.
watch her. I don't really
neither.
watch her. But anyhow, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because
Well, can I clarify what I was trying to say in the first place?
Yeah, please do, because I couldn't hear you.
I was talking about the fact that in these busts, they're coming across like candy because the cartel is maliciously targeting non-drug users by hiding it in gummy bears. It looks like, it's completely sealed, legit Skittles. So I'm concerned about Halloween. That's all I was saying. Thank you.
Okay, so what about these four? What about these four dudes? Let's go over that. Like I said, there was 4 of them
So
found.
I got some of it. I got some of it because I watched Kate's live and she broke it down really, really good.
All right,
so
we'll break it down.
These 4 dudes jumped on their bikes. Some of them even had like little trailers or whatever attached to them to go out to a jank.
So was they going out to steal?
They were going to steal something, I think, and a guy who lives out there caught them and killed all 4 of them allegedly. And looks like he dismembered them and threw them in the fucking water.
Ah, what the
like
hell?
A 70-year-old man.
And he was
Got
already
him with
on
the
like
blicky. He wasn't playing. Shit.
Well, and he was already on some kind of deferred probation of some kind. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Kate, because I did listen, for shooting someone else. So he's kind of like fucking crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. And I don't know, but the police talked to him and they said he sounded pretty much normal, but now he's on the run. But he's their number 1 suspect right now.
Yeah, they found his car abandoned a little
Mm-hmm.
ways down. And unfortunately, they were all dismembered in parts and pieces. So it took
Oh,
a minute.
yeah.
And the
I
water.
just heard about that. That's so petrifying. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
the cop said that the water was obviously making the crime scene more difficult. There you go. Yes, he shot robbers before and got in trouble. I knew it was something like that. But I mean, it's really, there's not a whole ton to it yet.
Yeah.
Where were they found at?
Just the
What,
first
honey?
chapter.
What,
Yeah.
Queen?
Where were they found?
In a river.
Right, but what state? Where?
Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah, it all happened in Oklahoma. I can't remember the name of the damn town. It's a really weird name.
Okmulgee.
That's not how you say that. Okmulgee or some shit.
It's Okmulgee.
I got a lot.
I listened
of
to the news lady say it.
From where?
All right.
The local news lady, because I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it was the local news lady.
I was gonna say shit. It's probably news. Like, go listen to it real quick. Look it up real quick.
I'm getting ready to pull it right now. Give me just a
Oh
second.
yeah, here. Matter of fact, I got his pic. Yeah, I got his picture. Joseph Kennedy.
Yeah, that's what
Somebody
I thought.
sent it to me anyways. I was gonna say somebody just sent it to me too, but I mean I have it anyhow. I had this before, so.
What's this one in regards to? I'm sorry, I had a quick phone call. I apologize. The thing you're getting.
It's about 4 people that were just found dismembered in a.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Also smoked. Sorry.
Either way, it's the
everybody's looking it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's right here's the guy here.
Oh yeah, that's creepy.
Wow.
But for being if he's 70 years old, he sure as fuck don't look like it.
That picture's 10 years old.
Okay.
Oh, that's 10.
And I think he's like 65, but that picture is like 10 years old. It says right there, date 2/6/2012. That's 10 years ago.
That's creepy.
More than 10 years ago, actually.
My mom passed away.
Okay, so
see, Kat in the chat, I thought so. She lives there, and it's Okmulgee or Okmulgee. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because my parents live in Oklahoma in one of those towns that's pronounced very strangely.
Here, I'm gonna try to find us a news clip or a video and play it real fast.
I got you one right there backstage, Queen. This
yes,
is from
baby.
an hour
Check you
ago.
out. You own it, baby.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Yes. Okay, just make sure you mute yourself because otherwise it has a horrible echo.
And I've got the closed captions on, so it shouldn't mess with your it shouldn't mess with the stream for monetization. I'll mute.
Yeah, either way, it's fine.
Take you to Okmulgee for another big story. People there are just reeling after Okmulgee police announced that 4 bodies found in the Deep Fork River belonged to 4 men who disappeared just more than a week ago. Police say the men were shot, then dismembered before they were dumped into the river. 2 News Oklahoma's Jeanette Quesada has been on the story since the beginning and shares how the community is handling this shocking violence.
The pulse of Okmulgee is usually felt in the heart of downtown, with locals walking, shopping, and dining. But Monday, the streets of downtown Okmulgee were desolate. When we talked with the community members, they say their hearts are hurting for the 4 men who were shot, dismembered, and whose remains were thrown into the Deep Fork River.
Never heard of anything like this.
We stopped in at Okmulgee's 6th Street hub. That's where we found Alex Rawson. He told us everybody in town knows each other, and when tragedy strikes, word quickly spreads. Rawson says he was alarmed when he first learned about the cruel details, especially because it happened so close to home.
I know when I first heard about it, I guess the place where the bodies were found is close to where I like to go fishing. So I was like, and we were just over there a few days before, I guess it all kind of came through.
Community members we talked with tell us they are shocked and devastated. They want to know why someone would do something like this. Others tell me they fear for their safety. Just up the road, we ran into Rich McKay.
I'm concerned for my son, I don't like him going out when all this was happening at the beginning, I'm really concerned about his safety, and his friends.
McKay is one of the few people who were willing to speak on camera on Monday. We spoke to many people, most of them afraid to speak publicly, telling us they fear for their safety after the men were found dismembered. McKay says he knew Mike Sparks, one of the 4 victims, and remembers him riding his bike. He says it's hard to process it all.
Well, I know a lot of people are shocked, because of the matter of the way they did these boys, it's a shame. They didn't deserve that.
McKay wanted to make sure the families of the 4 victims knew his heart was with them.
I'm sorry for their loss and everything, it shouldn't have happened like that.
But in the midst of this shocking violence, Rawson is also hoping to restore the heartbeat of the community, one prayer at a time.
It's always important to pray for your community.
Jeanette Quesada, 2 News Oklahoma.
Building your business online?
Okay, was that it, or is there more information on it? I mean, is there?
I'm gonna go grab the other one. That was the one that was just released an hour ago. Give me just a minute, and I'll go grab the other one.
I mean, other than what we said about him being on the run and all that stuff already, that there's really not a whole lot out.
Nobody really knows anything about this yet, and
yeah, we're about to look into it and get this party started.
It's I mean, it has to be drug related. Would you think not?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be. We don't know any details yet.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say it has
so over here, I
think?
try to keep our channel. I try to keep this channel pretty.
Yeah, you're right.
I because we can get lost in conspiracies and what we think it could be all day long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
like somebody said earlier, they were stealing copper, or somebody thought they were on, it was drug involved, and somebody else thought it was, so who knows? I mean, we gotta find out some more info first.
Do you want me to go with the one that was 2 hours ago?
Yeah, because that's probably what the press conference on it.
Yeah, it looks like this one has a press conference on it.
Yeah, either one or playing both. It doesn't matter.
I can do that too.
Good egg, I agree.
I'll mute. Okay. You want to make it full screen? Okay.
The latest on the strange murders of 4 men from Okmulgee. They all went missing around the same time. It's a group of friends. They were out on their bikes. They were all found dead in a river inside city limits.
And police say that they do have some leads, but they still have lots of questions. KOCO's Jason Berger bringing us up to speed with the investigation.
I can't say that I've never worked anything like it, but it's right up there at the top.
Okmulgee police now calling it a murder investigation after 4 missing men were found dead in the Deep Fork River Friday afternoon.
The human remains recovered from the Deep Fork River at the Sharp Road Bridge have been positively identified as Mark Chastain, Billy Chastain, Mike Sparks, and Alex Stevens.
Police say all of them had gunshot wounds, but how they were left is more disturbing.
All 4 bodies were dismembered before being placed in the river, and that is what caused difficulty in determining identity, and that's why it took so long.
Here's what we've learned today. The 4 men left a house on bicycles back on October 9th. They were planning to commit a crime, according to the chief.
That belief is based on information supplied by a witness who reports they were invited to go with the men to, quote unquote, hit a lick big enough for all of them.
Investigators combed through a salvage yard on 20th Street, where one of the victims' phones was tracked. And there's also a person of interest, a man named Joe Kennedy, the owner of the salvage yard. Right now, there are no charges against him.
Nothing remarkable was observed inside the salvage yard, but evidence of a violent event was discovered on an adjoining property.
Going forward, police are waiting on more evidence.
We're still waiting on cellular telephone records. We have requested additional video surveillance from businesses in the area. We'd like to talk to Mr. Kennedy again.
Tonight, Kennedy is nowhere to be found. He was reported missing over the weekend. However, police say they found his car behind a building in the neighboring town of Morris, east of Okmulgee. In Oklahoma City, Jason Berger, KOCO 5 News.
So that was a lot of spicy.
They fucked around and found out, but just in a gory way?
Well, think about it. What was old school? If you stole, they cut your hands off.
Yeah, but we're talking complete dismemberment.
That's called MS-13.
Oh my God, not out in Okmulgee, Oklahoma, dude. You're tripping.
Oh, yeah? You don't think they're out there in the boonies?
No, I don't think MS-13 is a big problem in Okmulgee, sir. No, I don't.
I'm pretty sure they're worldwide and everywhere.
I'll believe it whenever you got proof. Ooh, you need to get the
I'm not saying that this is, but MS-13 is definitely across the United States. And there's a lot of, Mexican cartels that are, the United States is nothing for them.
Did you look at the people that are involved in this?
I did look up the victims. Yeah.
I know the gangs are everywhere now, but I don't believe this is related to the MS-13. I don't think the 60. I'm talking to somebody in chat, sir. I was talking to somebody in chat. I just don't see that 65-year-old man would be in the MS-13. Sorry, just not buying it.
Who was the 65-year-old man?
The man who is believed to have killed them all, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, the man who is believed to kill them all is elderly and lives on
missing.
the property there. Yeah, and missing. Yes. Yeah. If it was somebody else, like if the suspect matched that at all, sure. But I just don't find where this one would be gang related.
Well, no, I didn't know exactly what you said and what you had saw, but all that's just obviously that's a sign of the cartel.
Well, usually that's just heads in a bag.
Yeah, or a hand. It's not generally bodies in a river. And
he's demented as hell. Yeah.
All right, so here we go with the one that was originally 3 days ago.
I mean, it's not a joke anymore. These guys have families at home.
Jessica Chastain and Megan Gordon don't know which way to turn, knowing their significant others, brothers Mark and Billy, disappeared.
Do you think they're alive still?
At this point, no.
Mark's wife says he parked his beloved red car in this spot before walking into this house with his buddies on Sunday. Their buddies, Mike Sparks and Alex Stevens, were with them, when Okmulgee police say they took off on bicycles Sunday night. 9 miles down Highway 75 is where Okmulgee investigators were searching for the men in a junkyard Wednesday. It's where police say Mark's cell phone pinged last.
But they don't go far. Never.
Crystal Parker's engaged to Mike.
I called him 197 times. I've texted his phone. I've
Oh, you know she
You
ain't
name it.
playing.
Investigators say
yeah.
there's no current
She'd have
reason
beat
to
his
believe
ass. She
violence or
probably thought
foul
he was
play.
doing something bad.
But if any of their
Mhm.
Something, you know what I
phones
mean?
turn back
Because
on,
she
police
said I called
say-
his phone 197 times.
I believe her too.
Poor thing. You know what though? She probably bounced back from what's he doing? Is he okay? Is he cheating? What's it? You know what I'm saying? She was probably going. They were all of them were. They all got families.
You know
I'm
they
sure.
were.
This is sad as hell though. Go ahead, baby. Play it up. I'll mute again.
She'll be alerted.
If they're alive, someone's holding them hostage or something. But I just don't
Four-
see 4 grown men being held hostage by one person.
The stark message.
Four
they're
families
praying
going through that.
the buddy's
dude.
here.
Baby, come home, please. Come home, please. Please come home.
Damn.
Oh, that's tough.
It's fucking brutal.
Yeah, and there's 4 families doing that. It's horrible.
That's really sad, man. I don't know. I
But
think
they
at
went
60
to go rob somebody. Like,
So what? They robbed somebody. They weren't trying. They shouldn't have been murdered and dismembered, dude.
not
Come on
dismembered. No,
now.
I know, but like, you know, how different would it be if like they got caught trespassing on, you know, the junkyard and then were shot for that? I'm
You
not.
guys,
yeah,
I
I'm-
don't need like a whole rundown of gangland in Oklahoma. I'm just simply saying a 65-year-old man who is suspected
you're-
of these
you're
murders
right.
is not in the MS-13.
You're
you
right.
guys.
You're right. No, hold on. I didn't know all that stuff that you had said. You know that they had
The
revealed
background.
before. They did.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And once I went, I rewound and listened to what they had said with the, you know, so yeah, they were trying to steal some shit, and this dude basically just went AWOL, and you know he's
Let's
obviously.
dig into-
If
that he couldn't
if he
do
did that, he's
but
definitely going to get arrested.
I think that's kind of, this is just my opinion, of course, but I think that may be why they were dismembered, Gen X, is because he was alone. You know, he shot him. It's super easy to shoot dudes and stop them dead in their tracks. And then at 65, he would need to be able to move them around a little bit easier.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, Jesus. I mean, how did he 1-on-4?
He was trying to cover it up.
He's got a gun, man. All he had to do, they could have been literally, just as again, me making something up, but they could have been digging under the hood of a car or something, and he freaking shot him right there, you know?
He could have come up on him.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Just like literally picked him off because he's a crazy asshole man.
The only way
That's
one
what
or
I
two
was
of them had a
gonna
chance if they rushed him. You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say. Let's dig in to see what kind of a background that guy has.
Who, the guy who killed him?
Yes.
He does have a
Oh, I'm
background.
sure it's a hell of a background. Pull his name up again. What is his name again?
I don't remember.
I just put his face up here. Let me see.
I think his name would have been on that, though.
Isn't it like Joseph Kennedy or something like that?
I don't know, but I know he was already in trouble in a
bald
way
as
that if he
hell.
got in more trouble, he was for sure going to go to prison. I just don't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, Joseph Kennedy.
Kennedy is his name.
Well, the problem is that if you just start Googling Joseph Kennedy's, you're going to come up with a lot of JFK's family. So make sure that you get that Lloyd.
That's the truth. I love that one. So,
I mean, I don't know. I just
think,
don't think he looks like a gang member.
He looks like he's pretty resourceful.
Like he would be like a survival type guy.
Yes.
Like a prepper, huh? He looks like a prepper.
Yeah, you know what?
Yes.
He don't look like he's you know what I mean? Like he don't
Good night, Nick.
he looks like he Good can night, handle guys. his own and some for being
Yeah, he
70
does.
years old. If that's if he is 70, he's
Will he be 65?
I think he's like right at 65. Good night, Nick.
Good night, Nick.
And
Good
again,
night,
this
man.
picture was 10 years ago. You do a lot of aging between 55 and 65, you know?
Well, and we could be wrong on his age too.
No, Kate pulled up all his information. Kate does crime in her live, and
I
she
didn't
said his
see that part.
birthday.
Where's she at? Is she in the
She
chat?
said she's
Or is
already in bed or she'd come up. She said that a while
Oh,
ago.
damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she
Well,
said his birthday in her live, and the math was somewhere right around 65 years old.
Well, I guess if you listen to it and watch it, you can fill us in on it, you know?
That's pretty much it. I mean,
And if he had like a junkyard, generally those are people that keep to themselves.
there you go. Kate said he was born in 1955.
So he's 66.
I knew it was close. And this was 10 years ago. So what, he would have been 56?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, damn, he hold on. He shot these guys and he dismembered them and put them in the lake.
Yes.
67. So close enough.
Sorry, yeah, 67.
No, you're good. I was just making sure because I was like, well, yeah, I really think maybe the dismemberment was to try to conceal them more. Maybe he flipped out. Kate made a good point that I agreed with during her live, which is that he may have flipped out because he knew, since he was already on some type of probationary thing, that he was going to go to prison for like real. And so,
You know, it could also be the state laws. You know, there's different state laws. So maybe he knew that he couldn't do what he did. I don't know where he was, but.
well, even in the places that there's stand your ground laws, you can't dismember them and hide them, dude.
No. Like, all I was saying is that if you killed them on your property, then you would just call the police, right? You know, I mean, if it was a standing ground law,
even if he were in trouble, one would think that if it were a stand your ground castle doctrine issue, he would have immediately called law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
you know,
previous
and
you
that-
had said that he was in trouble for shooting trespassers, I believe. So
No, that's all.
That's even worse.
I was questioning if it was, stand your ground, because if it wasn't, then maybe that is why.
Look it up. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good Egg said, I think
I
the
don't have
panelist is
Google.
saying that he knew whatever he did to them was not self-defense or legal. Yeah, and then Sarah had said that if he's a felon, stand your ground probably won't hold up for him. I agree with both those. Because if you're a felon, you're not really supposed to have a gun, are you? If you're like on
you're not supposed to have a
he was
gun.
on active like felony release or probation of some kind, so he's damn sure not supposed to have a
Not supposed
gun.
to have one of those.
Yeah. On your business, if you're on your business grounds, there's really no, because, I'm a convicted felon and my wife has a gun, but I'm not allowed to, to touch it.
Yeah.
But if they come in my house, of course I can touch it.
Oh, really?
Well, because of course we're going to go to court for it, but they're going to look at, the whole thing. And, of course, whenever you shoot anybody, you're always going to have to go to court. There's no, I shot him. Yeah, no.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And you would not be justified because you're not allowed to touch a gun, period. And your wife's probably not really legally allowed to be having one in your home.
No, she's totally legal to have.
I think it depends on what state you're in. It depends on what state you're in, guys.
We went through the whole thing, and she had, and I could actually, my felony was 24 years ago, and so I could, petition or whatever. But the thing is that she can always have her right to do it just because I'm in the house. I'm not the one. I can't, prohibit her from doing that.
Kate, do you know, because I know a lot of the times in situations like this out in the country up there, people who own these type of yards and stuff will have a house on the property. Do you know if he lived on property? Because I kind of feel like he did, but I don't know 100%. I feel like he lived on property or close to it. It was pretty
I'm
It was in
wondering
the
if he lived on
evening.
the property where the adjoining was what I had.
I feel like that was it. I do. I feel like that was
I
it.
think that was what I had. Maybe Kate can clarify.
Hopefully she's not asleep. Like, stay awake and answer our questions, damn it.
I hope she's sleeping and getting a good night's rest.
Well, I'm over here reading this, and it says a mother admitted to murdering her 5-year-old daughter as she pleaded, "I've been good, Mama."
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that happened in Texas. So that was what I
Yeah,
woke up
that
to
look,
this
I'm over
morning.
here reading that shit, and I'm just like sick to my fucking stomach.
Yeah, that was absolutely.
There's a bunch of kids in the headlines today that I saw. It was so sickening.
Says
So
Melissa
sickening.
Town, 37, called her daughter evil and said she decided to kill her in the woods because she didn't want to deal with her anymore.
It gets worse, guys. Trigger warning.
Jeez.
Oh my God.
Here, I was gonna say I'll just share it real quick and we can.
Wow.
That's awful.
Oh no. Oh, it's way worse than this.
God, are you just trying to crush our soul?
If she said I've been a good girl, then this was not her first beating.
No.
Oh my
Hell
God.
no, it
So
wasn't.
horrible.
Shit.
Welcome to True Crime, Donovan.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, you're right.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna open this up here. My dog's snoring back here. You can hear Gia.
I can't hear her.
You can't. She's sitting
No.
next to me in the chair. She's knocked out sleeping, and she's like snoring all the way out. She's over here, sleepy girl. Okay, so you want to read this because my
It
voice.
says
is
Melissa
like,
Town, 37, called her daughter evil and said she decided to kill her in the woods because she didn't want to deal with her anymore, according to court documents. Town drove to the hospital in Tomball, Texas, and had her daughter wrapped in a laundry bag in the passenger seat. The girl was bruised. Wait, don't move it. The girl was bruised on her face and neck, and her throat was slit with a knife similar to the one that was later found in Town's pocket. Police questioned Town, who said her... Oh, there went that.
There you go. She came back up.
No, it's like it's glitching really bad. I don't know what's going on. So anyhow,
Okay.
do you want to pull it back up? Is there any way for you to pull it up?
Link me. Do you know?
Okay, hold on 1 second. I will.
So that way we can finish the same article.
Jeez. So sad.
Yeah, people who hurt children piss me off really fucking bad.
Yeah, I'll go to prison forever for, retributing that shit. Oh, I'd gladly go to prison if I could, kill 10 of them. Yeah.
Like, I know it sounds messed up, but I wish more people would just abandon their kids than kill them. Like, drop them off at the mall or something, people. Why you gotta fucking kill them?
Yeah, hey, what better? Drop them off at a fire station.
Yeah, that's why they have fire stations. Exactly.
Anywhere. Well, after they're over a certain age, those safe haven laws are no longer applicable. But take them to the mall or a park or
there's
neighbor or anywhere.
We're in the United States. There's so many places that, would gladly take, I mean, come on. You can't. Oh,
Anywhere. I don't get it. How people do that.
What do you guys think about having to get a license to have a child?
I think that we don't live in a communist country, so I disagree with
I don't believe in that, but you know what? When I've seen, oh my God, I wish that we would have somebody that could just cut in between right there.
Okay, so let me share it over, Queen, so that they can see this bitch's picture.
That's bad.
It's absolutely horrific. I don't understand it. All right, it's backstage, Queen.
I agree, Nicole B. I don't believe there should be safe haven laws for age limits on safe haven laws either.
I really don't either, but you know, what can you do? Okay, so here we were. Police questioned Town, who said her daughter pleaded, "I've been good," as she strangled her at the Spring Creek Park woods. Town said she told her daughter not to fight her. That's that evil bitch right there. And there she is, partially naked.
How about like a law where you could cut it off at 3?
She just looks like one of them evil ass bitches. Hey,
Very
Maddie, all
scary.
fresh. Oh, you up here?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I just wanted to bring attention to an Amber Alert that came out today because in Virginia, we have a lot of connecting states, and I shared a picture of the children in the backstage chat, but a 1-year-old and 2-year-old were abducted from Hampton, Virginia. There's an active Amber Alert, and I will.
Oh, did we lose her?
Yeah, so you cut out on us, baby. You're still up here, but you cut out on us.
It's my Wi-Fi. I live in the
There we
middle of
go.
nowhere.
There you are.
Well, and the
Yeah.
link that you put in the back chat, I just clicked on it, but it just took me to an open screen. That girl, will you try it and see if it works for you?
I did it. It just takes me to the main news page for news.
I
10.
see it. I see it
You
right
got it?
here. Yeah, should we finish the other article we're already reading now?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we'll
was in the
finish this
backstage,
one and
so.
then we'll
And
go
then
to
I'll
hers.
pop up the other one. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
that's
says
fine.
Town was charged with capital murder after her confession on Sunday. She was booked into Harris County Jail. On Monday, Town waived her rights to face a judge, and her bond was set at $15 million. In court, it emerged that Town does not have legal custody of the girl. It was not imminently known while she was looking after her.
Wow. Same
Yeah.
situation like Leilani didn't have custody of her, and still the baby got
Yep.
her.
Town has
Yeah.
3 children aged 2 to 18 who are in safe and accounted for. The mother has a criminal history that included assault, vandalism, and trespassing. So that's it on that one. You don't have to take it down. I'll just copy and paste this other one over, Queen. Give me just a second.
That's the greatest $15,000 million bond that I've ever
15
heard of.
million. Okay, so here we go. Amber Alert issued for 2 toddlers abducted in Virginia. Let me try to
Oh
zoom
my
in on
God,
this.
he looks scary. Look at his face.
Can y'all see them a little bit better if I do that?
That was my first concern. I can see it really well, but
Damn, he looks rough, don't he?
He looks zooted out.
We call that methamphetamine.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
zooted.
was just
That's
gonna
what
say.
That's what I mean by zooted out, sir. He doesn't. Oh my God. Okay, so Hampton, Virginia. Virginia State Police have issued an Amber Alert for 2 toddlers that were abducted. Authorities said that the abduction happened on Sunday afternoon around 2:30 p.m. The children, Adriana and Jackson Truitt, I like the way they spelled that, are believed to be in extreme danger and were last seen at the Walmart at 1900 Cunningham Drive in Hampton. Adriana Truitt is 1 year old with sandy hair and blue eyes, who is 2 feet tall and weighs around 30 pounds. She was last seen wearing a white long sleeve onesie, gray sweatpants, red, white, and blue baseball socks, according to the state police. Jackson Truitt has brown hair, brown eyes, and is 2 years old. Authorities said he is 3 feet tall and weighs 25 pounds. He was last seen wearing a long sleeve black shirt with "Born to Win" in red text, black sweatpants, and a gray and blue sneakers. Authorities believe the children were abducted by Timothy Truitt. State police describe him as a man with brown hair, brown eyes, 6'1", 175 pounds. He's last seen wearing a black shirt with a yellow logo on the chest, gray shorts, and white shoes. Anyone with information? Oh, he was last seen driving a maroon sedan. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Hampton Police Department at 757-727-6111. And there's the photo again.
How the hell did he get them from a Walmart? They don't sell children on the shelves.
Well, they all have they had the same last name, didn't they?
Yeah, I thought that was like a dad's.
Yeah, it
probably.
looks like it may be the dad, like maybe a non-custodial parent, and they had
That's
gone
what
to
I was
Walmart.
thinking, too.
I think that's just like the last place they were seen. I don't think he actually got them from the Walmart.
I was thinking if they were taken from the Walmart, they had to have been at the Walmart with another adult because Walmart doesn't sell kids.
You're such a goofball. But for real, maybe they were even, it probably, it's Smokey
Yeah.
Ash. It seems like a custody thing. But he doesn't look sober. But, I don't know.
Don't.
I don't know if it's just me, but typically when I get an Amber Alert and it looks like a parent dispute, it doesn't raise as many alarms for me. But then when I clicked on it and I seen this picture, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So
there we go.
He's
That's
been
as big
having
as
a
I can
bad
get
day
it.
that day that his it's just a little scary there.
When it says Walmart was the last, he could have either kidnapped them or from there, or he could have been seen on video with his child from there.
Sometimes people will do meetups at public places for non-custodial parents to see the kids. It
Yeah.
could be something as simple as that, and he just was able to grab them. You just never know. Like, there could be a million
exactly.
things.
And that could easily explain that, because there's also a lot of other horrible things. But if he's a custodial parent, then most likely, like you said, there's either a meetup or
non-custodial.
Or he just found them, or he knew they were going to be there.
Yeah, Gen X, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Maybe some kind of custody exchange, or maybe she was like, well, you can see him while I run in here and grab a few things, and they were supposed to be chilling in the car, and he just took off. Like, all kinds of shit happens. People are sneaky.
Yeah, especially guys with eyes like that.
I'm gonna drop down. I really appreciate you guys sharing that, and if anybody in the surrounding states, just be aware of these little guys.
Yeah, thank you for letting us know. I didn't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good night, man. This is
thank
horrible.
you for coming up. I would have never even known about this had you not came up and said something. I would have never known.
Me neither. I don't get Amber Alerts for that area.
No, I don't either. And I'm glad she said something, because, geez, I would have never known anything about it.
These are babies. They need their mama.
Look at that guy.
He does look scary. Oh, wait. I was wondering why people were asking about his record. I guess that is a jail photo, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a mug shot. That's
a mug shot.
Of course he's going to look scary. And he's probably going to look like he's under the influence of something, because
especially if he was freshly arrested. Yeah.
If you just get arrested, your mug shot's taken when you get arrested. So
yeah, no, you're right.
Of course he would. And
look crazy. Yeah.
I've not seen many people whose mug shots look all that great.
The location was, they are from Virginia. It was, let me zoom out some, Hampton, Virginia. It's an Amber Alert for Adriana Truitt, who's on the left, Jackson on the right, and they believe he was abducted by Timothy Truitt, which is center photo there.
So he's not in custody at all.
No, or this wouldn't be out.
No, that's a former photo.
Yeah.
I hope it still looks like him. So.
Yeah. It's so heartbreaking. Oh my God. The heartbreaking thing of looking at these children is so, I love, trying to, understand all these people, but these children's faces are so sad to me. It's so disgusting. And it really turns my fucking guts, man.
Yeah. I hope that no matter what, that he's at least taking care of them.
Again, welcome to true crime, Donovan. Welcome.
Right. Yeah. But for real, I hope that he's at least caring for them properly and, feeding them and stuff. You just never know. Because for all intents and purposes, if that's the father, then they're young enough, they wouldn't even know what's really going on if he was treating them properly.
Exactly.
So I hope that that's the case, and he's just doing something to get back at the mom and, not doing anything to the babies. People just make such bad fucking choices these days.
Yeah, fucking heartless people.
Somebody said we need to look at burden of proof's comment. Hold on, I'm scrolling up. Most concerning, I'm not sure what that says, taking indecent liberties with a child and failing to register as a sex offender. Oh. Okay, yeah.
Discharges.
That ups the antes just a little bit to know he's a pedo.
Yeah.
Ugh.
More like a lot of it. What the fuck?
Oh.
There was a sentence. There was a sentencing out of Wisconsin for 4 adults that abused the hell out of a little 7-year-old girl.
I remember that. It was like a family of them, right?
Yes.
Yes, those people look sick as fuck, man.
They were all very large.
And just mean looking. They looked evil. I'm
Yes.
sorry, but they did. They looked evil.
Well,
I
and they
know
all
exactly
had
what case
huge
you're talking about.
bonds, like 98. I'm sorry, was it Virginia? No,
Gosh, I
South
don't
Carolina.
remember.
South Carolina. South Carolina.
I'll have to look.
It was South Carolina because I remember thinking, wow, this judge is handwriting stuff. He's handwriting the bond orders and stuff. But they had like $98,000 bonds.
I'm looking.
What case was that?
I can't remember the name of the child. That's why I was trying to look it up.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
finding it.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
That thing in Milwaukee, that's common, sadly. That's why I said I was looking at, just scrolling through the stuff this morning, and there was quite a few homicides pertaining to children.
God, there's just so many awful freaking headlines. It's like there's so many of them.
I did find when there was a list posted of all of the people JT has scammed recently, that there is a girl missing here in Oak Creek that has gotten absolutely no coverage, and I want to reach out to them because I feel bad that
Yeah, they
nobody's.
fall through the cracks.
Yeah, especially, and JT took money from the mom because the only article about her says that the mom was desperate for
Oh,
help.
Jesus. Yeah, that's awful. Yeah, there's too many here. I'm not finding it right off the bat.
I found it.
Okay, what was the kid's name? I don't remember.
I'm pulling it right now.
Okay, good. That was a horrific case.
Sorry.
Just a horrific case.
Yeah, I've got to get into the description. It's out of Fox, Carolina.
Okay.
It was an 8-year-old upstate girl. They didn't give her name. The bond hearing for 4 suspects charged after an 8-year-old girl was tortured, according to investigators.
Will you pull it up backstage so Queen can add it? I want to make sure it's the same people I'm thinking of, even though I know it has to be. They're a Caucasian family, correct?
Yes, and there's a brunette, a blonde, or a male brunette, a male blonde, or a female blonde.
Yeah, and she's real heavy set.
Yep, and another one that was already out on or like in a sweater type.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes,
here this
those
one
bastards.
is. I can play it. I mean, if Queen wants to. Let me get past the ad.
Look at her; she's on top of it.
I'm too cheap to pay for premium YouTube.
I can't stand being advertised to, so we pay for it. I just can't stand ads.
I was trying to cut an onion real fast, but I got some right here.
All right.
Yeah, you added that quick, girl. I was like, oh shit, she's listening.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to do it before my hands got all gross. So up to make it full screen. Can you?
I will.
Yeah.
And then I'll mute. This is like 45 minutes, so I won't play it all, but I'll let you listen to like the first.
Put it on like 1.5 or whatever with the captions, and that'll help.
Okay.
Oh, these sick ass bastards, man. I'm gonna mute. 'Cause I'll be cussing. Totally gotta mute, so I won't be cussing this whole time.
Hey, line me up with them. Line me up one-on-one.
Afford you constitutional rights regarding these criminal proceedings. Those rights being the right to a trial by jury and the right to an attorney. Understand that having the right to an attorney does not mean this court has the authority this afternoon to appoint an attorney for you. It simply means we must inform you of that right. The charges that you have against you this afternoon are general sessions charges. Therefore, you will not receive a court date today. However, once that court date is set, you do need to make sure you show up for it. If you fail to appear for your trial date on these charges, you could face a fine of $5,000 or imprisonment of 5 years or both. And because you have general sessions charges, you're entitled to a preliminary hearing. This is a hearing where the state must show that it has the probable cause to go forward with your case. It is not required or mandatory. It is a hearing that you and or your attorney will decide if you want to request. At this hearing, you will not testify, you will not introduce evidence, nor will you call witnesses. The only thing you and or your attorney can do is cross-examine someone who may testify against you. You have 10 days from the date you receive this request to either submit it back here to our office or to the office of the clerk of court, which is located at the main courthouse at 180 Magnolia Street. Unlike your preliminary hearing, your date of initial appearance is required or mandatory. That means you must appear for it. It is held at the Spartanburg County Courthouse. It is held on the second floor of the courthouse in a general sessions courtroom. The purpose of that hearing is to make sure you have an attorney on record. So on December the 8th, 2022, at 9 o'clock in the morning, you need to be in that assigned general sessions courtroom. If you have an attorney on record, you'll sign in and you will sign out. If you do not have an attorney, you still need to show up. You'll sign in and remain there until you are excused by that circuit court judge, who will explain to you the importance of having an attorney in a general sessions charge. If you fail to appear for that date of initial appearance, that circuit court judge will issue a general sessions bench warrant. That bench warrant will bring you back here to the jail, where you will remain until that circuit court judge calls for you to come back before his or her court. Given the issues and the problems with the court docket and the judge, that could take quite some time. We've had folks to spend in excess of 6 months in jail because they failed to appear for their date of initial appearance. So make sure you show up for your date of initial appearance. If the charges that you have against you this afternoon are null pros, dismissed, anything other than you pleading guilty or being found guilty, you do have the right to have these charges expunged or removed from your record. Since all of these are being sent to the Circuit Court of General Sessions, if that were to be the case, in order to have them completely expunged and removed from your record, you or your attorney will have to contact the clerk of court, and there's usually a fee associated with that. Whether you are released on a personal recognizance bond or a cash surety bond, you are released on a condition of good conduct. That means you cannot get in any more trouble while you are out on bond. If you do, the solicitor's office can request a bond revocation hearing. As a result of that hearing, your bond could be denied, a higher bond could be set, or a bond with more restrictive conditions could be placed upon you. Understand, if your bond carries conditions, do not violate the conditions of that bond. If you do, you can face a bond revocation hearing or a contempt of court hearing. I'll caution you that anything you say in this arraignment can be used against you in court. Therefore, it is in your best interest to not discuss the facts of your case until you've spoken to an attorney. If you start, I will ask you to stop. I'm not being
Voices, do you know if we can skip forward this to where they actually start talking about the crime? Sometimes I'll check the transcript and then hit that time. Okay, here we go.
Specifically with this defendant, she also beat the child with game boards, wooden boards, cutting boards, cords, and
yeah.
Made her eat cat poop and cat treats. Sat on her. This is an idiot child. Placed her in the garbage can. Made her stand there. Forced her to eat hot sauce.
Hey, Donovan, you want to mute?
Put her in a hypothermia bath. Made her kneel on the
What's that?
on the floor, and that's why the scarring.
Can you
I'm
mute?
not on mute. No, I'm not on mute.
No, can you mute?
Do you want me to slow this down while
Yeah,
it goes?
just a little bit for this part. I think like 1, 2, 5. Okay. Yeah, because this guy talks much faster than the judge. Thank God.
Yes, he does.
That's what I do. I just kind of adjust as we go through the streams, man.
Okay, I'll back it up so we can hear what he said when.
Yeah, and I'm gonna mute. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll go back on mute as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is horrible. This is awful. This is a case of medical torture of an 8-year-old child. This is the 8-year-old child's body. Sickening. Specifically with this defendant, she also beat the child with game boards, wooden boards, cutting boards, cords, and frying pans. Made her eat cat poop and cat treats. Sat on her. This is an 8-year-old child. Placed her in the garbage can. Made her stand there. Forced her to eat hot sauce. Put her in a hypothermia bath. Made her kneel on the crate on the floor, and that's why the scarring is so badly on her knees. Placed her forehead against the wall so her knees would have more pressure on the crates. At one point, her head was not touching the wall, so she shoved her head into the wall. This little girl said, "This is the best day of my life," when the police took her. Not Disneyland, not Carowinds, not the mall, Walmart Supercenter. They put makeup on her to cover it up. Put temporary tattoos on her to cover up some of the bruises. I'd ask Your Honor to order absolutely no contact with this child or the other children. Ask Your Honor to consider GPS. There's no reason for her to stay here. They've been here since June from Vermont. No reason to leave, no reason to stay. She's looking at well over 100 years in prison if she would receive consecutive sentences. And whatever else Your Honor deems appropriate. I know that Big Navigator Michelle Moynihan wants to speak and introduce all the wonderful representatives here, as well as Investigator Tiffany Hill, who, as is her custom, did an outstanding job in this case.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll be speaking on behalf of the investigators from the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office as well as the victim. But first, do want to acknowledge that we do have representatives from the Children's Advocacy Center, the Guardian Ad Litem Program, and the Department of Social Services. Your Honor, this defendant caused physical abuse to a small child that will take many months for her to recover from. However, the emotional and mental abuse is a different story. No child should ever be treated the way this child was. This individual decided to victimize a small child who cannot defend herself. As a result, they are a danger to the community. There's also concern that they are a flight risk and will flee if released. They are not from Spartanburg County and have no ties to this area. If bond is granted, we ask for the maximum bond to be given with GPS home detention, no contact with the victim or any minor child, no contact with any potential witness, no contact with any co-defendant, and not be able to return to the incident location. Thank you, Your Honor.
She spoke on the Sheriff's Office behalf. I think she's somebody up there as well.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Raper, here's what the court's going to do. The court's going to give you a cash surety bond. Bond does have to be set on this to be understand because it's not illicit, it's a violent crime. The court's going to give you a cash surety bond of $98,000. You are to be placed on GPS through home detention. There's to be no direct or indirect contact with the minor children mentioned in the report, as well as any other minor child while the case is pending.
Can I ask how that is considered a non-violent fucking crime?
I don't know. I can't answer that. And I've wondered last night when I was listening to it if it wasn't a misspeak. I don't know.
Well, it could also be a deal that they're making.
But these are the initial charges. This is like they've just been booked into two of them were already in here, but apparently one just got booked. These two of them got booked in.
Do we know if they're all considered non-violent or if it's just her charges?
I'll play them for the next one too. That's what I was just scanning through, was to see where the next guy speaks.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. I'll do that next one. I'm not exactly sure. I think she stands up and says it's the same all the way through, like the investigator lady, and each time the little fast talking man reads off what each defendant has done.
Okay, so we want to hear what he says then.
So I'll just keep scrolling forward through it.
And like the force feeding of cat feces and stuff, I just don't, and smacking her with all the different things, I just don't see how that's non-violent.
It gets better because they fed her X-Lax, telling her it was candy, and then
yes.
Oh my God, are you
They
kidding
no,
me?
dude, they tortured this little girl in every way imaginable. That's why I don't fucking understand why it's non-violent.
They even put makeup on her genitals to not have bruises, along with using temporary tattoos to hide her bruises.
Are you fucking kidding me? I can't.
No, Queen, no, this is a horrific case.
This is awful.
And the people who did it to her are just so creepy and freaky.
They're just slugs.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just slugs. All right, so we'll
Yeah, skip past her paper signing and let's see when he comes up again.
What were they sentenced to?
They're not yet.
Oh, this is what we're watching, or what are we watching?
No, this is like they're basically booking him and charging him.
So this just happened.
No, it's been a minute. But you know how slow everything is since
This was
COVID
on the
and
10th of October that this happened. These
to the little girl.
Well,
that was a week ago.
Right. This was just a week ago that they took him
The
into
hearing.
county jail.
That's what I thought. It was a.
But
They
it's
didn't
been
have
a
like
minute.
a news clip or something more like condensed and runs through, or no?
I don't remember the exact date that it originally took place, but I don't feel like it was all that recent. Was it, Voices?
They'd only been, these are people from Vermont that had only been in the area like 6 months when this happened. So
Okay, no, but I'm talking about when they took the little girl and stuff. When did that happen?
It can't have been. It has to be within the last 6 months because they just said in that bond hearing they don't have ties to the community.
Oh,
They're
that's
from
true.
Vermont. So this all has to be very recent.
Why in my YouTube years brain am I feeling like it was further away? Probably because so much bad shit's happened since.
Probably because there was another one, not like similar, but this was just October 10th.
This hearing, right?
This they were all like, this is when they're first brought into jail. This is when you're first brought into
So right,
jail.
they were arrested obviously like October 10th, and they were brought in for their
Initial
hearing where the stuff, their charges, what they have against them, what they're being charged with, how much their bond is. You know what I mean? That's initial hearing.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's their arraignment.
Okay, here we go.
So here we go with and then we got an ad. So sorry.
You're good.
The unlawful neglect can carry up to 10 years in prison.
September the 2nd.
It cools.
September the 2nd is the Spartanburg Sheriff's Office said deputies in the Department of Social Services responded to the home on September the 2nd with a detailed child abuse allegation.
6 weeks ago.
The obstruction can also carry up to 10 years and/or a fine set at the circuit court judge. And at this time, we'll hear from the solicitor.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is the biological father of this child. The doctor again diagnosed him with child torture, hearing injuries, as disclosed by the forensic report. His color bruises and scars on both of her upper thighs, a bruise on the left side of her face near her eyebrow, scarring on her right.
Queen, will you unpin the comments so we can read the captions, please?
To cover up her bruises. 2 tattoos on her left arm, 1 tattoo on the right hand. His colored bruises on the back on both sides. His colored bruises and scarring on both of her buttocks, front lower half of her stomach, and on the front near her genital region. Appeared to be makeup foundation on her face in an attempt to conceal the bruises on her face. Lower left side of her face showed a bruise and swelling near her right eye. Specifically, to cause all of that, her father did as follows. Beat her with multiple types of boards, including game boards, wooden boards, cutting boards, cords, and frying pans. Would make her stand in the closet for long periods of time, making her sleep in there. It was small and dark. Would give her gummy laxative. She thought it was candy because that's what he told her. She would defecate on herself, and she would have to clean it up, and they made her pull-ups at 8 years old. She defecated in the closet, forced to clean up. They didn't let her use the bathroom. He said that he wished her mother had vacuumed her out before she was born. I wished he could kill her to get away with it. I think I've said enough. You want to say anything, anybody?
Just that, Your Honor, the statement I provided earlier applies to this defendant as well.
You asked for the same condition, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Let me add one thing, Your Honor. She had an old rib fracture. She spent 2 nights in the hospital due to concerns of internal bleeding due to the severity of the bruising. Thank you.
Mr. Tetro, the court's going to give you a cash surety bond of $90,000. You are to be placed on GPS through home detention. There's to be no direct or indirect contact with the victim or with the minor children listed in warrants and as well as any other minor children. From the solicitor.
Thank you, Your Honor. She forced the 8-year-old child to eat cat treat. It's been cat food. She fed her laxatives. We're not allowed to use the bathroom. In the bathroom. Victim accidentally urinated on the carpet. She made her clean it up. She wasn't scrubbing hard enough. This defendant made the victim's head, took her head and rubbed her forehead into the urn to show how hard to scrub. This caused a carpet burn on her head. She handcuffed the victim to a bed and blindfolded her so she could not steal anything at night. This was for one night. She was forced to stand at the table eating different food than the rest of the family and had a time limit to finish. On one occasion, the victim vomited into her bowl and she was made to eat the vomit. She participated in covering the victim in tattoos and makeup to try to fool law enforcement. Governor, same concerns here. She's from Vermont. She has no reason to stay. We'd ask you to consider GPS as to the obstruction charges. And certainly no contact with any of the children pending the outcome of this case and whatever our charge is appropriate. Ms. William here.
The only thing I add is my statement still applies to this defendant as well.
Investigator Hill.
I agree with them. I think the word safe is helpful.
Thank you.
Mr. Upper, what I'm going to do in your case is give you a cash surety bond of $23,000. GPS through home detention. No direct or indirect contact.
So I know what case I was thinking about. Why you forward that to the next one? It was the one out of Oklahoma where 4 people were charged in 2019. I was meshing cases for sure.
By torture, that each one of those can carry a fine of $1,087 or 30 days each, and we have 2 of those. And then you've got 3 obstructions. Each one of those can carry up to 10 years in prison and or a fine set at the discretion of the circuit court judge. And at this time, we'll hear from the solicitor.
Thank you, Your Honor. He is the step uncle of this 8-year-old child. He hit and kicked the victim multiple times. Also used the other items I just spoke of earlier. Additionally, used a belt. He locked her in the closet, tied her up, used a scary match to scare her. Participating in an incident with the Fed with a crate where she had to be on her knees. Assisted in covering the victim in makeup and tattoos, and he actively hit her while DSS was at the home. We'd ask you to consider GPS as to the obstruction charges, no contact with any of the children. Of course, we're not victims as well, and any children. Refrain from going back to the house and whatever Your Honor deems appropriate. Thank you, Your Honor.
Statement provided earlier on applies to this.
Mr. Desentale, what the court's going to do is give you a cash surety bond of $24,400. You are to be placed on GPS through home detention. No direct or indirect contact with this minor child or any other children.
So that's that. They all asked for public defenders. They all are considered flight risks. They all have very large cash only bonds. So they're going to have to put up a lot of money, and it doesn't seem like they might have the resources and availability. There was only one that thought she might be able to bond out. That was the woman in the sweater. But she wasn't even sure. And even if they do bond out, they can't go back to the home where they were all residing in, because there's people there that they can't be around. Plus, they all can't be around each other either. So, and they're going to have a GPS monitor on them. So
$23,000.
Well, that's one of the bonds, but there's a couple, the couple of the later on, 2 of the other, like the first lady that we saw had already been in there for a minute because it got added to her bonds. And one of the males had already been in there, and his got added onto his bond as well.
Do you guys know who Cain Velasquez is?
No,
I'm
sir.
sorry. Could you repeat that?
Cain Velasquez from the
No, I don't think
UFC.
so.
The UFC fighter named Cain Velasquez.
No, Nick was up here. You should. Dang it, he's the UFC guy.
Nick's our
Yeah.
UFC guy. Yeah.
So his son was in daycare that the daycare provider's son, who was over 30 years old, lived in the house and molested his son. And so then they reported it, and he went to court, and they released him on a bond. And then Cain Velasquez found out that he was released on a bond, and pretty much stalked him and found out when he was, well, maybe he didn't find out, but he found, he followed him to the probation office for his meeting, and then he chased him down because they let him out of jail, because if he was in jail, he couldn't ever chase him down. And then he shot at him in a moving vehicle, and ended up hitting his father-in-law. And now he's waiting for his arraignment, I think, still, and he's going to go to trial for this entire thing. And it's real, it's real interesting, because the guy could have just hunted him down and beat him to death with his fist if he wanted to.
Alrighty then.
Right? I'm like, oh my God, this is all so awful. I got to jump down and get ready for bed, you guys. I'll be down in chat listening.
The bond, if you listen to that hearing, they said the judge orders cash only bonds on that.
But could you imagine if your son or daughter was molested by somebody, and they told you that, and then they let them out on bail? Isn't that like putting their lives at risk right away? You know what I mean? That's putting that person's lives at risk, putting them out on bond.
I'm well aware. My boyfriend's niece was just killed by a man that was out on bond. So I'm very well aware of how bad that is. So, yep. Hey, Queen, I'm going to hop down. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you tonight.
I appreciate you as well.
Thanks, Tiffany. Have a great night, honey.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, I'm probably going to go to bed myself.
I know. Thank you, Voices. Thank you for hanging out. And I know I'm going to do the same. I'm getting tired. So I appreciate y'all hanging out. And Donovan, thanks for hanging out with us and going over stuff with us. And
so let me finish this, if you want to finish, whatever.
Well, I mean, because I'm kind of tired. What do you want to
hold on. It'll just take me 1 minute. So the person I was talking about that was the radio guy is Alan Berg. So Alan Berg was an American talk show host in Denver, Colorado. Born to a Jewish family, he had outspoken aesthetic and liberal views, and was a confrontational interview style. Berg was murdered by members of the white supremacist group, The Order, who believed in killing all Jews and sending all Black people to Africa. These involved the killings that were part of a group planning to kill prominent Jews such as Berg. Two of them, David Lane and the neo-Nazi.
Hey, honey, my computer's getting ready to go dead. I'm going to have to jump off here, baby. I'll talk to you later, okay? Sorry.
Alan Berg.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he thought he was going to continue to keep doing, but no, sorry. We don't do that over here. When I say it's time to go, it's time to go, honey. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Good night, though. Have a good night, y'all.